Okay.
The video needs
the
recording.
video. Yes. So video. Yes. So video.
Heyo. Ja, looks like
So
Heyo. Ja, looks like Heyo. Ja,
you move over here.
Heyo. Ja.
How do I do this? You move over here. Oh, look. Hello.
Hello. Hello.
Let's give it a
Anytime you say, like, most of the time you go with hi or whatever, but anytime you say hello, I immediately start singing your theme song. Anytime you say
it is a fantastic theme song.
It gets stuck in my head.
Go with hi or whatever, but
I thought about like that being an opening tune to whatever
It gets stuck in my head. Say hi or whatever.
I mean, like none of the lyrics are to anything. So, like, yeah, you totally could just the intro to every twist stream that you're doing. Hello, let's give it a whirl. You totally could just the intro to every twist stream that you're doing. Hello, let's give it a whirl. You totally could just the intro to every twist stream that you're doing. Hello, let's give it a whirl. You totally could just the intro to every twist stream that you're doing. Hello, let's give it a whirl. You totally could just the intro to every twist stream that you're doing. Let's give it a whirl.
I muted myself. I muted myself.
You're so smart. Yes. Yes. Now it's muted. Is that better? This is a test.
La 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 la. Hello? Hello?
If that sound is echoing, then that is horrible. But I'm glad it's not. Okay, yay! Oh, thank you.
Hello?
Hi. Okay. Excellent. This is fine. Everything is fine.
Everything is always fine with our streams. What are you talking about?
We never have technical difficulties.
No, you just keep acting like you know what you're doing. And yep, here we are.
Fine.
Totally fine.
Oh my God, did your computer set on fire?
Not yet. So right now I have 2 laptops and 5 screens. That's
I saw your picture of your setup earlier.
Do you have enough?
No.
It's the setup for the gods.
It is. Like if I'm playing with the gods, I do need to kind of make sure I have all of my resources available.
I am commandeering every screen in this house.
Actually, there is still one available, but it's really big, so we didn't want to move that one.
Fair enough.
That is fair.
Yes.
Oh,
But I do have my wonderful dicey dice timers, which I'm sure I won't have to use tonight. So they're just here for decoration.
Don't believe her. I saw those in the picture.
Got my
me
good
trusting
dicey
you.
boards.
Don't believe what she says.
Why don't you believe me?
I'm just so adorable and innocent.
Yes. I mean, this is hurtful.
Oh, you're a GM. You should never trust anything you say. That's how that goes.
That's how it goes. Okay, cool. Well, Cerberus, actually, our Twitch stream would like to know, is this a post or pre Monster Carnival, Cerberus? Where are we in your character timeline?
Ooh, that's implying that I know the answer to that question.
Oh.
Well, now you need an answer.
I mean, I wasn't going to lie. I'm not
pressure.
gonna lie. Hebe definitely might ask you how the carnival went, since that was, just a few weeks ago.
Yeah, my thought is that it's post carnival of the damned.
Fantastic.
Cerberus gets around.
He's a good party guest.
He's a good boy.
Good boy.
Well, maybe we should decide whether or not this is pre Persephone becoming queen of Hades, the other world, or post
Queen of Hades or Hades queen?
I mean, both, really. If you think about it, like, all the stories are like, oh, Hades kidnapped her, and I'm like, if a guy like rode in on a chariot with some awesome horses in it, I'm pretty sure I'd say yes too. Like, I think it was less kidnapping and more,
Tell me more.
Mom is very protective.
You're gonna have to kidnap me, like that's what we'll tell everyone. But hello, handsome.
I got this, Mom. Kind of crazy. Well, then we can go ahead and start with our fantabulous introductions. Let us see. We can just go write down the order in our Discord chat, introduce who is playing what in this Olympic Lovesick one-shot we've got for you tonight. So we'll kick things off with Elliot.
Hello, my name is Elliot, and I will be reprising my role as Cerberus.
Best boy.
That is all.
And see.
And that leaves me. I am Anna Banana, the pragmatic starburst, your DM for tonight. I will be playing Zeus, Hera, a host of other gods, goddesses, and mere mortals. And I hope you're in for just the exuberance that we bring to the table tonight. That's all for me.
Oh, man, I can follow up those. Jeez. Why do you always do this to me?
You got this, Aries. I believe in you.
God. Okay, hey, I'm Scott. Tonight I'm playing as Ares, God of War. Not sure exactly what to expect as to what's going on tonight, but I'm excited to play. I also wanted to throw out a shameless plug. Yeah, you can't really ask for permission for a shameless plug.
No.
So
Go for it.
like
We are not stopping you. Please do.
But for anybody who like really enjoys Greek mythology and maybe some of the shenanigans that go on tonight, there is a series called Lore Olympus on Webtoons. I don't know if anybody else has read it or not.
There may or may not be a reason why Persephone is who she is.
Beautiful. But yeah, it's a modern retelling of several stories. from the Greek mythos.
Beautifully drawn, gorgeous, like watercolor type stuff. Go check it out. It's beautiful.
Yes.
10 out of 10.
Okay.
Recommend.
I'm done now.
I guess it's my turn.
You betcha.
Oh boy. Hi. My name is Danielle. I am the resident artist here, I guess. I draw a lot of character portraits for everybody. I drew Persephone here. I accept commissions.
She drew Brigitte from last week. So, like, you know, if you need character art, do it.
Yes.
Shameless plug.
Yep. For myself. It's not a shameless plug. You knew I was going to do it. I do arts things and I play things. And yep, tonight I am playing Persephone, goddess of spring, queen of the underworld.
Yes.
Cerberus, can I ride you in?
I feel like there should be a roll for that.
For you or for her?
Like persuasion or something.
How's your animal handling?
How is my animal handling? I don't remember what I put in for that stat.
That's restoration, isn't it, technically?
Hold on. All right.
Yes, animal handling is restoration.
All right, hold
According
on.
to the skill list. How much does Sebi love you? Serbi love you.
9 because I have a -2, so 11. So
Okay.
So if that is totally up to you, Cerberus. If you want to roll to contest, you would need a demonstration to be an 11, and I'll explain that mechanic in a little bit. But because we're kind of in the beginning stages, that can also just be an RP decision if you'd like.
How is Serbi feeling tonight?
He will begrudgingly go along with her.
I give you treats. Come on.
Right head looks thrilled. Left head looks upset. And middle head looks supremely uninterested.
I love this.
Oh, this is my favorite.
Don't worry, there'll be lots of bones when we go home.
And lots of souls of the damned for you. Don't worry about it.
And by the way, you may hear my Barky boy in the background. So I do have my own little Cerberus. His name is Max.
Left head. I don't know what you're talking about.
Constant borf.
Yeah, he can be. So just give you a heads up. You might hear him in the back.
That is understandable. And last but not least, we have one more on the list.
Hi, it's me. I'm Star, or Karina, and I will be playing Hebe. Hi, it's me, Hebe here, your biggest fan ever, the goddess of brides, forgiveness, and eternal youth. When I'm not bringing you the nectar and ambrosia that grants you your immortality, I enjoy throwing parties with Aphrodite and long walks on the beach with my husband, Hercules. I'm here to make sure mommy and daddy have the bestest day. My favorite animal is the eagle. My favorite food is lettuce. And my favorite flower is yellow roses.
Adorable, truly. So for tonight in our... So for tonight in our Lovesick game, our wonderful gods and goddesses have just only 4 skills to manage. They have destruction, which is fostering chaos. They have restoration, bringing order. Reputation, which shows if they can talk the talk. And demonstration, which, can they actually walk the walk? Each of the regular D&D skills have been loosely categorized into one of those 4 areas, and they'll roll for success or failure on those. They each have a special skill that they can enact at any time. They will just roll a straight D20, and that will determine the result. They each have been told to bring a gift for Hera and Zeus's vow renewal, and I really hope that they're up to Hera's standards. We'll see what happens. Anyway, let's go ahead and get into the party. I will need each of you, glad the internet's back. I will need each of you to roll initiative. And rolling initiative for tonight will just mean a D20. And Cerberus and Persephone, you can decide who will roll that since you are together.
Well, I did get a 16, so if that makes a difference.
Go for it. That's fine.
I'm just gonna do this one roll really great, and then the rest of the night is just gonna be the worst.
Getting the bad ones out of the way.
Oh, good.
Good. And so let us do the test. Can everyone move their characters?
Let's do character dance. Character dance.
Character dance?
Do character dance.
I got nothing.
Oh, no. Oh, yes, because, yes, I know the issue with that. I will fix it. Okay, great. So, no, everything's fine. You have nothing to worry about. I totally know what I'm doing. And I also know how to spell Aries.
Don't worry about it.
It's any consolation. I almost never know what's going on or what I'm doing. So there we go.
There we go. Okay, and so I'm going to do one final check on you, Aries. And okay, can you move your token? Please work.
Yes! Success.
Okay, it's the little things, guys. It's the little things. Oh, Aries, I'm so sorry. Well, Hebe, you are the first to arrive in the party.
Of course.
So, don't mind me. And as you, I know, I'm so sorry.
You have been banished.
But
to grant me freedom to move and then just eat me like that.
I know, it's the worst, and I truly am so sorry, so sorry. But as you enter each of these rooms, you are more than welcome to take the time to make a perception check to gain any other information about what's going on. But, you do not have to if you would just like to jump to interacting with the characters.
Yeah, I mean, immediately Hebe runs in the door and completely bypasses Dad for now, and just completely launches herself at Mom to give her the biggest hug ever, and is just gushing about I'm so glad that this is happening, and I'm really just let me know anything that you need as the patron of brides. I really feel like today it should be your day to shine, Mom. So, and she's she'll do that giant hug and then grab Mom's hands, and it's just the most devoted is the word that I'm looking for, as she's like stars shining in her eyes, talking, interacting with Mom. Doesn't notice Mr. Paparazzi, like no context for that at all.
I truly appreciate you being here for your father and I.
You stop that, Anna. You stop that right now. Put that away.
And as you are just having all of these stars in your eyes over Mom and Dad, in comes Cerberus with Persephone riding on it, and our little friend over here does a double take and immediately begins taking pictures of them. Same thing to you all. You're more than welcome to take a look around the room or begin interacting with the other characters immediately.
Cerberus would like to go drop off his gift on the gift table.
Fantastic, you do so.
All right. I will also do the same thing because I don't want to carry it. Trees are heavy.
Just a little.
And then I head over to greet the happy couple.
Hello, Persephone. It's wonderful you could make it up here tonight.
I give a bow. Oh, it was a pleasure. I'm so glad this is happening for you guys finally. Do you need any flowers? Anything that I could do to brighten your day?
I don't think so. These mortals have spruced up this, what do they call it, a hotel quite nicely, I believe. And next we have entering Aries. Aries, as you enter the ballroom, you are more than welcome to take a look around or immediately begin interacting with the characters.
The paparazzi dude's my favorite.
No, I'm going to start off by slowly moving in so that way he can get some good shots.
Perfect.
Oh, yeah, he is loving it.
And then I'm going to walk all over that paparazzi man.
Walk over him. Sure, that's fine.
Gotta
May
get
he rest in peace.
Oh! Trampled by a god. The best way to go.
I'll see you later.
Could be worse.
It's not
Could be
bad.
worse.
Totally.
I'm going to walk up to father and mother and present my gift to them.
Oh, darling, how thoughtful. But we're actually going to have the gifts a bit later. Would you please just place it on the table over there?
Yes, father. Yes, mother. I slowly walk over to the table as you just see this axe dragging behind me as I prop against the table.
Oh, excellent. And so Hera says, well, I do believe you all are all that's expected for this evening, as it will be a several days celebration. More of your brothers and sisters and others will be coming in the next days. So I will go freshen up, and please do enjoy yourselves, but don't get overzealous and open any of our gifts. Those are for later, and don't go into the honeymoon suite that is specifically reserved for your father and I. I don't want any of you being nosy. Understood.
Frantic nodding.
All right,
Got it.
Then. You
The
do
solemn
enjoy
nod.
yourself. And she goes off into another side room. And you can tell Zeus breathes an audible sigh of relief.
Hebe glomps him immediately after Mom leaves. So good to see you. How is everything going? How has it been so far? Is she doing okay?
She is herself for the most part. Yes, I believe we will both get exactly what we want by the end of the day.
Hebe immediately sus faces at her father. And what is it that you were wanting?
What? What? I would like this ceremony to go exactly as your mother has planned.
I'm rolling insight on that so hard. Restoration, I think, is what it is. Do I? I don't trust you, Dad. I never trusted you. I know better than that. 18.
With an 18, you are able to determine that Zeus is completely dedicated to the event going off exactly as Hera has planned, though you're not quite sure exactly what Hera has planned. She never really was quite revealing in the details.
There's a tiny part of the back of Hebe's mind that's like, this could go so poorly for you, Dad. But she just very sincere, does that assessing look at him for a second, and then just gives him a very sincere nod, and then just out from nowhere pulls out a golden chalice cup full of ambrosia and hands it to him. Well, for both of your sakes, I hope you're right.
Yes, I do as well. I do believe I would like to relax for a little bit. I'll be out in the courtyard, but do enjoy yourself and enjoy being in this mortal realm for a bit. And I do believe the hotel has some excellent accommodations. We'll wait for whatever activities your mother has planned for us next. And Zeus leaves the ballroom, taking, of course, the chalice with him.
I mean, and if you need a refill, you just let me know, okay, Dad? Don't worry about it. I got you. Then Hebe immediately runs over to Cerberus and starts scratching all three of the heads as in quick succession as she's possible, and looks slightly concerned and says, I only have 2 hands, but Mr. Fluffykins, it is so wonderful to see you. You're the bestest boy in the whole wide pantheon. That's what you are.
All 3 heads look mildly concerned.
Persephone, how do you stand it? I don't know how you stand it. You only have 2 hands, and he's got 3 heads.
I know, it's really difficult. Sometimes they're all good boys.
It's true.
And I sit there and I start using my flower power, as I'm calling it tonight, and start pulling out yellow roses. I start crafting flowers and make Hebe a crown of yellow roses, red roses, some daisies, and things like that.
There's so much anime eyes happening right now. There's just
That's phenomenal.
The anime eye sparkle as she's holding her hands together in front of her. You're the bestest ever.
Sparkle, sparkle, sparkle.
Glad I could give that to you. I can, if you have any other favorites, I can make them as well. Do you know if your mother has a bouquet for today?
That is a good question, Anna. Would Hebe know if Tara has like a bouquet is not the word that I was thinking of, but like a corsage or whatever would be appropriate for the ceremony?
Yeah, you can roll some reputation to see what you all have discussed.
Cool.
Do I need
It's
to roll?
another nat 20. I'm just going to keep rolling this die.
That is phenomenal.
My pink die apparently loves Hebe, so like we're just going to keep rolling that one.
That is wonderful. So with that, you know that Hera...
That Hera's beeping away. Yeah.
Are you making cookies for us?
I wish I was. So you know that Hera has designed this renewal ceremony for Zeus to publicly display his commitment that he will promise to be by her side for eternity. And this is a very important moment for her. She has decided to make this the ceremony she never got. So she has pulled out all of the stops, all of the mortal gimmicks, including like some little cake decorating contest, and she has a whole multiple day celebration plan. So of course she has thought of corsages and all of these activities for the children, for the bride and groom, for dances, all of these things. She has planned it to the T.
Okay, is there on the gift table over here, is there a vase with flowers in the middle of it yet?
Yeah.
Okay. Hebe produces a vase because that's like a cup. As the official cup bearer, it's just a cup that's got a really, really big holder. And she will hold it out to Persephone and say, well, I'm pretty sure that she's got everything covered. But, I think the gift table could totally use some lilies. I know that that's one of her favorite flowers.
All right. What do you know, Lily?
Hera runs out of the guest room, gagging and saying, "This is unexcusable! Help! You help! Help right away!" And you see a small, what you assume is a mortal, come from the lobby area over. Yes, ma'am. What is the problem? There has been some kind of stink bomb off in the guest room. The guest room that has my wedding dress in it. You must move it immediately. It must be saved. Oh, yes, ma'am. I'm so sorry. I am so sorry. So you see the little receptionist go in and retrieve what is truly a gorgeous wedding dress and hide it back in this honeymoon suite and return to Hera saying, we will investigate this immediately. The dress appears to be fine. If there are any losses or damages, you will pay with your life. I do understand you are upset, and I will of course update my manager on this immediately, ma'am. You better. And the receptionist goes back into the lobby. And so Hera is just fuming.
Hebe hands the vase to Persephone and has a this paparazzi. I just want you to know, Anna, it's the best ever.
This paparazzi dude is wonderful.
Just roll it around.
I know, it's just everything. It's perfect. It's fabulous. So Hebe will hold out the bestest golden chalice ever that Hera usually gets whenever she gets orders her ambrosia, and she just, Mom, it'll be okay. I think that they'll be able to take care of it. You know, and forgiveness is really important, especially on a day like today. Trying to calm her, I guess, is a good way of putting it.
Look, I know not everybody has the best opinion of me, and I just know somebody's going to try to ruin this for me.
Well, if it makes you feel any better, I don't think it's going to be Dad this time.
Really? What makes you say that?
Well, he told me he wants the ceremony to go just like you want it to.
Well, I had hoped, but
I think he was telling the truth.
I certainly hope so, darling. It's time we get this right.
Nodding. You can't see it. I started nodding, and then I was like, when she can't see me nodding, nod.
So what would you say to maybe leaving one of the mortals to watch over your dress? I mean, I know that you don't want anybody else in the honeymoon suite. Maybe like somebody like at the door to like watch and make sure nobody ruins anything.
Oh, maybe. I do know I've seen it on this entering website where they take pictures of the dress beforehand, but there's nobody in it. They just put the dress over the bed. I'm not sure what it is about that, but they do seem rather aesthetically pleasing. I think I'll ask the photographer to take some pictures of just the dress, and maybe that will help start it.
The photographer might not be sane anymore. Because the second he goes over to that corner to start taking pictures of Cerberus, all three heads immediately focus their attention on him, and their eyes look into his soul, and they see everything.
Lucky for him, he's wielding an immortal camera that blocks any would-be spells.
But on the flip side, he also can see into Cerberus's soul.
What's
Actually,
The bestest boy.
Cerberus, I will need for you to roll demonstration for me, please.
He sees a good boy.
It would have to be demonstration.
Boy.
Yeah.
Could we call that
kind of
destruction?
No.
Okay, well that's a 5, so.
Okay, I'm sending you a private message. So the photographer continues taking pictures and eventually flits over to the present table, takes pictures of those before disappearing to other areas of the hotel.
through the wall? He's a ghost.
It's really just Mercury. Don't worry about it.
And so
Over here.
Hera says, "Well, I guess you're right. I think I'll go freshen up. Would you like to try any of the cuisine they've prepared?"
TV will look around at everybody else. I mean, is that what we want to do? We want to go try other stuff? I've heard modal food can be kind of, hit or miss, but like, better be good. It's for a mom's day.
Yeah, let's go out and try some new things. So let me get this face prepared real quick. So I will conjure up the following list of flowers in whites and yellows. An aster, daffodil, tulip, honeysuckle, white hyacinth, white jasmine, calla lily, and white peony. And I'll put them in the vase, make them really look nice, and put it in the center of the gift table real quick.
It is wonderful.
Mhm.
I show it to Hera. I was like, does this please you?
Oh, that is truly lovely. Thank you. That cheers me right up.
The aster is symbol of love. The daffodil is a symbol of unequaled love and regard of each other. Honeysuckle is for bonds of love. The white hyacinth is for loveliness and prayers for somebody, as in the two of you together. White jasmine is for sweet love and amicability. Calla lily is for beauty, and peony is for bashfulness and a happy life. So hopefully this will help you be you're exactly looking for as you get the wedding that you truly deserve.
I certainly think so.
They'll place that on the table. And come back, go over to Hibby.
Well, the dining room is just through those doors. I believe they call them France doors. But I'll go freshen up and rejoin you shortly.
He will go over and grab Aries' hand and start walking for the food. Because big brother, like, of course, like.
Fine. Let's go.
You guys are cute.
All right, adorable.
Pink.
My big brother, of course he's cute. Runs in the family.
Of course.
As long as he's not,
walking smug,
staring at you with the war in his eyes, don't worry about it.
Yeah.
Have you angered him? No? Good.
So in here you have a banquet hall and a kitchen. The banquet hall is a lavish hall with exquisitely decorated table and chairs and a few fancy hors d'oeuvres ready for consumption. The delicious smell fills the air. The red tablecloths are already decorated, and you can hear the busy clatter of pots and pans from the nearby kitchen. You don't see any waitstaff. The banquet appears to be self-serve with pink plates and utensils lining one side of the table. There's also an unopened champagne bottle, edible fruit bouquets, and a chocolate fountain. And along the far wall, an open bar where you see Dionysus already taking advantage. Back towards the back, you do see a busy but orderly kitchen, clearly used to accommodating large groups. There's a strange mixture of sweet and savory smells that greets you. Classic music plays from a phone on the counter. It's hot in the room, but not miserably hot. I mean, Cerberus, you're used, and Persephone, you're used to much worse. And the professional caterer stands by the stovetop wearing an apron with surprisingly few stains. The caterer's current preoccupation involves frantically scribbling on a pad. You also see what looks like somebody important, like a manager or something in the corner, and of course the photographer flittering around.
Flutter, 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 shutter, flutter.
Yeah, photographer.
Who's the MVP of this?
Yeah,
He really is.
BBEG.
Oh no. But I liked that guy.
Photographer uses lens flare.
Oh no. We're all blinded.
It's a good thing I've trained to be able to fight without my eyes.
Well, hi. How y'all doing tonight? Says Dionysus from the open bar.
Looks like you're already having fun.
I've been here for hours, sweetheart.
But I bet that none of them have been able to give you this. And she holds up the giant, probably bowl that is Dionysus's chalice that he gets for ambrosia.
Ah. Well, Hebe, it's about time you joined this party. We've been sadly lacking without your company.
Well, I mean, I live but to serve. I don't know if she would have a would she nickname him? She had nicknames for everybody else, but this is like Dionysus. Like, how do you nickname that? Dee?
Maybe Dino?
Dynamite. Oh no. Explosions everywhere.
I'm pretty sure you can call him whatever you want as long as you get a drink.
Probably. As the cupbearer, and everybody loves me. Don't worry about it. It's fine. Oh.
His name is Billy Bob.
Right.
Billy Bob.
How long have you been here at the bar?
Time is meaningless to us immortals, sweetheart. You know that.
Well, yeah, but so I'm kind of worried because there was like a stink bomb that got thrown off in one of the guest rooms that had Mom's dress, and she just wanted it to be a really nice day. Did you do it?
No, I didn't do that. I've been at the bar this whole time.
Yeah, I mean that's what I figured.
Nah, pranks like that are beneath me. I might want to check with Hermes, though. I hear he's flirting about here.
Hebe immediately looks at everyone else that is in the room right now. Looking for Hermes. Did the photographer actually disappear at this point?
Oh yeah, that photographer, he said he went off about a dress or something.
Oh, right. Yeah. No, Mom said something about that. I'm sure if he tries anything in front of her, that'll be a no-go. I don't know. I guess we'll just have to keep our eyes out. So, what's the best? She's like looking, like leaning over the bar, like looking at the choices.
Well, there's something here called fire whiskey, and I tend to like that. But there's also vodka, tequila, whiskey, and this moonshine is closest to home.
Hebe's eyes have gotten super sparkly at the thought of fire whiskey, and she immediately goes, "Oh, is it actually on fire?" And she's like looking for a shot or something that's like actually on fire.
Just a bit of cinnamon. Just a bit of cinnamon. But I'll tell you what, here, let me show you this. And he takes a shot glass and pours half fire whiskey and half cranberry juice in it and says, now, this is going to taste exactly like one of my favorite feasts those Americans put on. It's called Thanksgiving. You try this. Tell me what you think.
Thanksgiving. She looks thoughtful as if she's never heard that word before. And takes a sip, like a tasting sip of said drink. You're probably right. That tastes both like thanks and giving. I agree.
Well, I think you get the point. Well, I suspect tonight's gonna be a bit of a party, don't you say?
I mean, I hope so.
And where's been doing over there?
Oh,
Does
he's
he need a
just
drink?
sniffing. He's sniffing.
How big is? I mean, obviously large enough that Persephone can ride Serby, but how big were you thinking he was, Elliot?
About as tall as a human.
Okay, yeah, large boy, best boy.
Yeah.
Which head is it that's sniffing at the food?
Oh, it's all of them.
Oh, okay. I was just
That's
checking.
gonna be important question.
Absolutely all of them.
The chef is still frantically scribbling and making sushi.
Sushi.
What?
All right, I'm gonna
Cerberus
hand-
appears directly behind him.
Classic syrup.
The chef feels some kind of breathing behind him.
They do a little bit of drool. Who knows?
And turns around and jumps just a bit and goes back, shakes his head and says, well, you all are quite impressive. I knew they were doing a Comic-Con fest, but they didn't tell me it was Greek themed.
Cerberus says nothing. He just stares.
Well, can I make you anything special?
He continues staring.
No character breaks, huh? I was a thespian back in the city. I would do Shakespeare and all kinds of lovely things, but I'd say I was quite that dedicated. It was only during my working hours, but I give you full marks.
So, what would Cerberus roll to check this guy out and like read his soul?
That would be a demonstration.
I clearly picked the wrong set of perks for this, apparently, or whatever these are. Skills.
That you should have made it your special skill.
Well, I was thinking of other things at the time.
That's fair.
I value intimidation more.
So just getting a general read on his soul.
Yes, that is a 3.
Okay, excellent. I will send you a private message.
Muhaha.
Secrets don't make friends.
Good thing nobody here is friends? Question mark.
I mean, Cerberus can share this information if he wants to.
You can call him Serby if you want to. He
Cerberus
won't mind.
finally says something. All 3 heads staring at the chef. With great gravitas, he says, "Your death is yet to come." And he disappears.
Good. Good.
Wise words from the dog of the underworld.
Not today, maybe not tomorrow, but soon.
You will perish. I mean, yep. That is a moral
That is
thing.
the human condition, to be fair.
You're not incorrect.
There are 3 certainties in life: death, stupidity, and taxes.
So the chef, seemingly unconcerned, shouts out to the manager, "Hey, I thought you got this fixed. The internet went out again. Can't you reset it?" And the manager kind of huffs and looks a bit flustered and says, "Look, we have installed the new drivers. You're on the wrong network. We have the best Wi-Fi offered available. You're connecting to our neighbors. Check the name. And the chef looks at his phone and grumbles something about millennials and doesn't mention it again. And the manager addresses you all. I do assure you that we have the most capable network available should any of you need to stream live video, download content, or take advantage of any internet services during your stay.
Right head looks very interested.
Do you need help connecting your device?
Cerberus simply stares.
Well, I just want to say all of your costumes are fabulous. I cannot believe that we get to host this dramatic event.
It'll probably be one for the storybooks. Meanwhile, he leans over to Ares and is like, what does she mean by network connection? I haven't been in the mortal realm in a really long time.
I don't know.
Fishing? Oh, yeah, no, that's not in my domain. I wouldn't know anything about that.
Yeah, I just stabbed the fish.
I just stabbed the fish. Hebe is like,
Well, you all let me know if you need anything at all.
So did you figure out who set off the stink bomb in the guest room? Just wondering.
Unfortunately, not yet. I have interviewed all of my staff and they're all accounted for, which unfortunately means it might have been a guest at the hotel. And again, unfortunately, the only guests here tonight are members of your party.
So who else arrived here before we did, besides my buddy Didi over there and Mama and Daddy, Hera and Zeus?
Let's see. I will need you to roll reputation.
Hey yo, I forget what modifier I gave to that. The +2. All right, Pink Die, how are you feeling this time? Another nat 20. Anna.
Gosh.
3 in a row.
That is magnificent.
It landed on my eraser, but like still, it's straight up. What is even going on tonight? Did TV its best time?
Well, we have quite a host of characters that arrived. I do believe Zeus joined Aphrodite out in the courtyard, and we have Apollo in the guest room, and Hera went to calm and refresh herself in the restroom, and there was somebody else in the lobby. Let's see, it was Hermes in the lobby, and it wasn't a person, but a mysterious package had arrived that needed to go directly to the honeymoon suite.
You don't have to.
That might be a problem. We should probably go and check what that package is. Because Mom moved the dress into the honeymoon suite, and you know that if anything bad happens in there, she's going to have your hide.
Oh, yes, absolutely. I hadn't thought of it that way. Would you like me to accompany you?
I mean, sure, I would love to go and make sure that everything is okay.
That is an excellent idea. Follow me, please. And the manager exits the kitchen, going back into the ballroom.
They give us gloves free at work, but I don't like the ones they.
Hey, honey, can you keep it down?
where exactly did you say, as they're walking, TB will go, where exactly did you say that you thought Hera was right now?
Hera's in the restroom refreshing herself. Did any of your other companions want to come with us?
Hebe will run into the room and go, I'm gonna go and check on Mom. Feel free to come with me if you want. And she's looking at are they eating? Because, if they're eating, she could totally understand them not wanting to go. Ares, Cerberus, Persephone. It's your call.
I'm trying to get my headset to work so it doesn't pick up Stu's conversation in the back.
Cerberus suddenly appears behind the manager.
Oh, why? You are fast.
Okay, hold, wait, don't go into the honeymoon room until I go get Mom. And Hebe will run to wherever she was pointed, the direction of the restroom that Mom is in.
I'm going to start moseying.
I will go eavesdrop on, go watch Hera and Aphrodite. I mean, not Hera.
Zeus.
Zeus and Aphrodite. Aphrodite in the other room.
Excellent. So, let's resolve these. Hebe, you do know that the bathroom was located up here through the lobby. You could watch Hera leave.
Okay, she just is running as fast as she can over in the direction of where she thinks the bathroom is, and Mom.
Excellent. So you're welcome to go. Well, do you knock on the door,
yes,
or do you just pop right on it?
Is it obvious that it's one of those? Hebe would not put it this way. Is it a one-holer?
It is not obvious one way or the other.
Okay. Hebe would definitely knock on the door if she thinks that Hera's in there. Mama, there might be a slight problem.
A problem? Sure. And she comes out. What do you need, darling?
So I just heard from the manager that somebody brought a package in. They don't know what's in the package, but they needed it delivered to the honeymoon room. And I didn't want to go into the honeymoon room because you said not to go into the honeymoon room. But we were gonna go and check the honeymoon room, or maybe you could go and check the honeymoon room. I just didn't want anything to go wrong. She's just word vomiting.
Is anyone in there now?
I don't know. I asked them to wait so that we could ask you so that you could go in since you told us not to go in.
I
was worried the package might be something not great since we had a stink bomb earlier.
Oh dear. Well, let's go see. Okay. And so she walks across, and before we resolve that, Persephone, you would like to eavesdrop on Zeus and Aphrodite.
That's correct.
Fabulous. So you know that the courtyard is out here past the ballroom. And as you approach it,
God, I see.
So as you approach the courtyard, and you see an outdoor garden with a covered patio. It's surprisingly bare and simplistic compared to the gaudy hotel interior. But you do see a well cared for selection of plants by expensive patio furniture and a fountain. You see a tic-tac-toe board already on the table, you suppose for the truly desperate.
Sorry.
There's no oil diffuser out here, as you've seen in other parts of the hotel, but there is no shortage of twinkly lights. Out past the patio, the garden extends, creating an idyllic scene for the ceremony. White chairs align either side of an aisle, at the end of which there's a wooden arch covered in greenery.
So there's really no flowers out here?
No, just lots of green.
All right, so what is the groom up to?
The groom is sitting near the fountain and trailing his hand in the water, just making little shapes. And Aphrodite is walking around to the different statues, mimicking their poses.
Of course she is.
Medusa's been busy.
That's beautiful.
So, Dad, look, are you really going to go through with this? Yes, of course. I know you don't love her. Love can mean many things. And it's important that I give Hera exactly what she wants. I've been giving her the wrong things for too long. Since when do you care about morals? I don't, but I do care about what Hera wants, whether I show that well or not. And I intend to prove it. If you say so. And Aphrodite continues to play around with the statues.
After listening that little bit, I'll walk into the room and start looking at the greenery and adding flowers to dress up the location.
Ah, Persephone. You're adding quite a lovely touch to this area.
It doesn't seem to be up to the standards of us gods, so I'm going to put some pretty things for everyone to be happy with.
Certainly not, but I guess they can't get everything right, can they?
Well, they can't do what we can either. I'll do red roses and white roses and some more peonies and things like that. Are you all right with everything? You seem to not be in the most festive of moods.
Well, I am trying not to make too many mistakes tonight. I'd rather underperform and seem a little distant than get ahead of myself and do something foolish again.
Can I roll a insight check?
Your tummy hurts. Why does your tummy hurt?
Oh, baby.
Because of what? Oh. Oh. So my son is 3 years old and potty training, and so we have a conversation of everything, and so he was updating me on his progress. I will spare you the details.
That's the best. Oh man,
Nice.
that's wonderful.
Yeah.
I'm a fan. I am glad things are coming out okay, son.
So where were we?
Oh, I said I wanted the inside check Zeus.
Oh, insight check. Insight check on Zeus. You don't believe this completely just believable character? Restoration,
No.
please.
A man with a reputation for being unable to keep it in his pants, and we don't trust him? I don't know what you mean.
Which die do I want to roll?
Most of the mythology would not exist if he would just keep his clothing on.
A little less conversation, a little more action, please.
No less action.
Only if it's war.
18.
What is it good
18?
for?
Yep.
Honing my
All
skills.
right. So you can tell that Zeus is completely dedicated for things going Hera's way, but you do sense some animosity that things going Hera's way seems for Zeus to mean something bad, but he seems to be willing to let the chips fall where they may.
Is there something more to this ceremony than you're letting on to?
Well, tomorrow I will profess my undying love for Hera and make a vow to stay by her side for eternity, and I imagine that is a vow I will keep.
That sounds a bit permanent.
Well, isn't love and commitment supposed to be permanent for us gods?
Good question.
And with that, we go back to...
So it sounded pretty sus.
How does this sound suspicious?
Anyone who
Commitment.
anyone who knows anything about Greek mythology, yes, I want to commit myself to my loving, darling wife, and it's Zeus saying the
random swan. I
So
love
you
my
see-
wife, but that bull is looking so attractive today.
You know, I'm really feeling. I want to be a golden shower right now. I don't know how to explain it.
Oh, gosh.
I'm looking at that
So-
tree in a way I've never quite looked at a tree before.
And that's how the dryads came into. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh, you guys are giving me great tips for this for future conversations with Max. This is great. notes.
When Daddy Zeus loves Mommy Willow very much. Dryad for you. Dryad for you. That's how dryads work, right?
Mhm.
Sure.
So as the manager leads you all to the honeymoon suite, Hera and Hebe approach, and Hera says, "Well, I've been informed that there was a package delivered," and the manager says, "Yes, we were under orders to put it in the honeymoon suite. It seemed very important." "Oh, well, if you would, please check it out. I'm a bit concerned at someone spoiling the party." "Oh, right away, of course." And the manager goes into the honeymoon suite. You hear a scream and a thud. Hera speaks.
Is Hera moving?
Hera says, "Well, that didn't sound good." And Hera will open the door.
I don't know. Cerberus thought that sounded like home.
Apparently the manager's damned and we didn't even know it.
Now, reveal areas. Yeah, that's what I want to do.
I just assumed that like pentacle of blood from last week. Nope. Okay, maybe not.
So Hera opens the door, and you see both a dead photographer
Oh!
and a dead manager. And Hera ushers you all in, saying, What?
Um,
Explain this. What What has happened?
Serby,
Oh, man,
can you ask them what happened?
Cerberus would like to commune with their souls as he takes them to the underworld.
Absolutely.
Like you do.
Is that a roll, or do I just do it?
That is a reputation. That's a talk the talk.
He's got a bad reputation.
Okay, that is... I hate all of my dice. That is a 2.
Oh, jeez.
They just seem so shocked at being dead that they're not too talkative, but they are repeating over and over again. Snakes. There were snakes. Snakes. Did you see? I saw. Did you see snakes? Snakes.
Mine.
And upon looking in the room, you do see hanging upon the bedpost Medusa's severed head.
Well,
I know I'm not good at design, but isn't that a little tacky?
It's not even on a pike.
Yeah, at least leave the weapon with it.
Hebe's not laughing at you, but Karina is laughing at both of you. Hebe looks around the room for a vanity that has a mirror on it.
There is no mirror that you can see.
I want to check out the photographer's camera.
That's a good idea.
Can I do that?
Yeah, what you looking for?
I want to see if it still works. I don't want those pictures to go to waste.
Roll some restoration.
Oh, God.
Will Ares break everything he does?
Probably. Restoration is not the god of war's strong suit.
What?
Yeah, that's another nat one. Your dice stole all of my.
I'm sorry, guys. Apparently, all of my nat 20s are now being recompensed.
You drop the camera, and the lens does crack, but it is able to turn off and on again. It is a digital camera, so the lens itself does not seem to be crucial to the camera's memory.
Oh, that's. I want to look at the pictures.
Excellent. You do so, and you see, despite you do see several pictures of all of the different parties, but you see picture after picture after picture of Zeus's face. And even when the photographer's very far away, it's like a telegraphic lens. It's very impressive, but there's just a lot of Zeus's face. And you hear some yelling coming across from the hall. Oh, Wi-Fi is out again. I don't know what password you are using, but it's not working. Where are you?
Hebe rifles through the manager's pockets looking for a password.
Look,
Serby, can you? Oh, friggin' hell!
I am tired of this.
We lose more mortals that way.
And the chef has died.
Yeah. Yeah. Hebe goes over to the manager who if the manager is wearing as pictured, manager has a coat on of some kind, like an overcoat or whatever. Hebe will take the overcoat off. Dead mortals every day. This is not really a big deal for us, but like, and she'll go over to the Medusa head and wrap it in the coat and then look for the box that it was in to put it back in the box.
Excellent. Roll restoration, please.
Okay. Where did I put that thing? No, this one. Hey, that's the one I'm good at. No, hold on. Oh, there it is. I rolled a 6 this time. So that's a 10.
Okay. You are able to look underneath the bed and find a box that you are able to hide Medusa's head in.
Does anybody see the package that it came in? Maybe we can figure out who sent it. This is rude. And whoever it is that did this needs to apologize.
And Hera steps up.
The weapon behind.
Look, this is not funny. I don't know which one of you or which other one of my guests has thought that this was appropriate, but you should be smart enough to figure this out. I need you to find out who did this and deal with it so that we can have a proper ceremony. Do you understand?
Yes, Mom. Right away, Mom.
Gulps.
Thank you. Now, if you'll need me, I'll be in the courtyard. And she leaves the room.
Now, would I have heard any of this being in the other room? Or was I far enough
Hera
away?
was not being quiet.
Hebe.
Yeah?
She doesn't think it's me, right?
I mean, I'm pretty sure she thinks it's any one of us at this point, but like, I know where you've been. You've been here with me the whole time.
Cerberus doesn't say anything, but you can tell that he's pretty sure it was probably Ares.
Rude. I just said I would leave the weapon.
Okay, Serby, I need you to sniff this. And she holds out the package with the covered Medusa head and tell me who else has touched it today.
It's funny you say that because for special skill, I just wrote smell everything.
Oh, that is wonderful. Roll a straight D20 for me, please.
That's a 9. I don't know what's happening with my dice today.
There's 3 nat 20s I rolled. No one else gets anything.
Okay, and I've been test rolling this entire time. I've not rolled anything higher than a 13.
You need to dice, my friend.
Okay.
With multiple dice.
You need to just love them. You have them in your hand.
I
and you're the
rolled a
best
nat 1 with
dice
1,
ever.
and then the next one on a different die was another nat 1.
I'm sorry, guys. I apparently totally caboodled the die rolls tonight.
It's okay. We'll forgive you this time.
This time. I've never rolled that many. I've maybe rolled 1 nat 20 in a game in the past 2 weeks. Okay, what does it smell like?
What does a 9 get me?
A 9 gets you everyone it does not smell like. It does not smell like Ares. It does not smell like Hebe, or you, or Persephone, or Dionysus, or Aphrodite, or Hermes, or Apollo.
What it does smell like is beep bop a bip bop boop.
What it smells like is the transition.
Is a transition.
And
You hear a voice from the lobby. Hello? Miss Megan? Hello? Bobby?
hold this as Hebe doesn't actually give this to Cerberus, but like puts it down and because she would run here. And she will run out here.
Helen? Bobby?
Hi! Yes, can I help you?
I'm just looking for my boss.
Was there something that I can help you with?
You're you're our guest. We're supposed to be helping you.
Hebe gives her a smile, and it's the "I'm the baby, gotta love me" smile.
Roll a d20.
All right. I gotten 3 20s and a 6 tonight. What else do we got? A 16.
You're just so cute, aren't you?
Yes, I'm the baby and you have to love me. That's how it works. Grin.
Well, I feel like I should be checking with HR, but I do kind of love you a lot. What can I do for you?
I wanted to know how I could help you.
You can help me by approving my timesheet.
Oh, sure, I'd love to.
Yeah, if you would just come over here and come behind the desk. And if you log into our time tracker in ADP, you just have to click on the supervisor approval for the previous payroll and make sure that the clock in, clock outs, and the lunch ins and outs match with your records, and then we're good to go.
Yeah,
Really,
absolutely.
Something Anna has never had to do before.
When real life meets fantasy.
We're educational guys. Last week was hurdy-gurdy tuning and sardine anatomy. This week is flowers and HR.
That is
Yep.
excellent.
There you go.
We're basically the
like,
Science Channel at this point, or the History Channel.
you know.
We are. So are you going to try to do
absolutely.
do the
He was just like, I got this. And totally goes for doing the things.
I'll need you to roll demonstration.
Sure. We'll see how that goes. -2. That is a, what is 17 minus? That's 15. Yeah, 15. I got this. Don't worry. It's fine. Everything's fine. Technology is fine. Yeah. Got a technology goddess up and coming right here. Yep.
For someone who has probably never interacted with the system before, you're surprised at how intuitive it is, and just from the
I heard your HR voice, Anna. That was perfect. You're surprised at how intuitive this system has become. Oh, it's the best.
And so you're able to, just by the receptionist's instructions, fly through it and get her whatever she needed done. And the receptionist says, "Wow, that was really fast. It must be our new Wi-Fi system. The manager just installed it,
Yep, that's what we're here for. Service with a smile.
Yeah, that was incredible. And I noticed that Bobby had left a few things undone in the kitchen. Have you seen him around?
You know, I haven't actually seen him around. But would you like me to go and look for him? For you?
I will need for you to roll distraction.
Which is the best because she's so bad at it and it's very obvious. Oh man. Yeah, that is technically a -1.
And so the receptionist looks a little concerned and she puts her hand on your shoulder and says, "Now, I don't know anything about you, but I love you and I'm concerned. Do you know where Bobby is? Where's Bobby?"
Cerberus's voice floats through her mind.
Uh-huh.
All your friends are dead.
Wait, my mind or the receptionist's mind?
The receptionist's mind.
Okay.
So the receptionist withdraws her hand from your shoulder.
Concerned because I'm sure there's this immediate facial change that occurs, and Hebe's just like curious, like, are you okay?
You know what? Bobby was just preparing some special sushi appetizers, and if you all are okay without the sushi appetizers, I think the banquet can go on as planned.
Well, I'm sure that everything will turn out just fine. We won't worry about the sushi appetizers.
Okay, because the lady playing Hera especially wanted the sushi. So if you could let her know that that's no longer on the menu, that would save me some acid reflux.
Absolutely. I will totally take care of it.
Thank you. You're so kind. I love you.
Hey! I love you too. You couldn't see me. You couldn't see me doing finger guns, but I was totally doing finger guns. That's one of those. You can't see me, but I just threw you the finger guns. Hey, I love you too. Trying not to use the word mortal.
Love it. And at that, we are at 8:30. That's our halftime. I think a 10-minute break to top off waters, to go running about, and all my vodka is gone, so we need to fix that.
Gotta replenish that.
So I will see if throwing up this Lovesick little title page works in the streamy screen.
Hey, it does.
Yay! I'm so excited. So
Cute.
we will be back at 8:40 Central Time.
Lovesick will
We'll
return.
put that in the chat. Lovesick will return
After these messages.
after these brief messages.
Hebe loves you.
Would you like to buy some flowers? I got
Would
some
you-
right here.
Begin rolling at ADP.
ADP for all your HR needs.
Ares and Cerberus are on the case.
Not the best detective agency.
Oh man.
Hey,
It's like
I would
Detective
watch
Pikachu,
that.
except with a 3-headed dog and the god of war.
Okay, so it's gonna be a little dark and gritty, but
I mean, yeah, not completely out of the question.
totally there for
Voiced
it.
by Danny DeVito.
I mean, hey, if it was voiced by Danny DeVito, it would have turned out better, wouldn't it have? Oh! Burn!
Shots fired.
I mean, Ryan Reynolds sounds nothing like Detective Pikachu, so like I didn't even bother watching the movie.
Pretty good. I enjoyed it.
I did, however, totally watch the Sonic movie last night. I enjoyed it. Some of the reviews were like, it's super, it's a bad movie, and it's also super inoffensive, so that makes it worse. So there's like nothing to hate about it. And I'm like, but it had a good ending. Like, I like Sonic. They made him look better, so like 10 out of 10 would support, even if it was a terrible movie. Jim Carrey is what makes that movie, though. Like, absolutely. The only reason to watch it is for Jim Carrey, because he's amazing.
I will have to watch it.
He does such a good job as Robotnik / Eggman. It's so good. He does great. The ending scene, I think, at the very last, it's so good. He does a great job.
I'm gonna have to watch that.
I will BRB. So.
Okay.
I shall be back.
Is anyone still around?
Sort of.
Hello.
Hello.
I got ice cream. It's quite exciting.
For a delicious.
I have returned.
Aww.
That's right. Worship me as your god.
We're all gods here, Persephone. So, like, you know.
I'm on a power trip right now. Okay.
That's fair. Elliot, you're being asked what kind of ice cream that you're eating.
Excellent question. Allegedly, it is salted caramel toffee crunch. But I'm not getting any crunch, and I'm getting a lot of caramel, so I'm still happy. But I'm missing the crunch, man. I'm missing the crunch.
Your mic is totally staticky. I don't know if unplugging it and replugging it might help, but I could understand you, but there was tons of static with that. Just a heads up. There was not any then. Okay, there's like still a little bit, but like it's not overwhelming now.
I can fiddle with it more.
Okay, that was worse. Whatever you just did.
Oh. Okay, how about that?
Nope.
How about that?
It's this weird, like, after you speak, it like static. Like when you get done, it's the weirdest thing.
I have no idea what that could be.
Yeah, it's definitely like only. Do you have push to talk on, or is it just picking up your voice?
No, it should just be picking up my voice.
Okay. It is only doing it whenever you're speaking. Like it's not doing it just constantly in our ears.
Okay. I'll fiddle with it and see if I don't actually know what this knob does that I'm fiddling with, but apparently it's making a difference. So
I don't really know much about it. My limitations include: have I tried turning it off and on again, and then Google. Those are my. I'm really good at Googling things.
Oh. So, guys, I need you to know.
Okay.
I've lasted this whole game without chocolate-covered almonds.
What?
But now we're breaking out the chocolate-covered almonds.
That's like your ambrosia. How could you do that?
I know, right? Well, mainly because I had the vodka.
Hey.
The vodka was my aperitif to my chocolate almonds.
Well, is everyone here ready to go again?
I think everybody came back. Yeah.
I am here in the most technical sense of the word.
What in the untechnical sense?
I am so
In the
far
untechnical
away.
sense, my soul is just screaming in perpetual dread. But here we are. It's a Saturday. What can I say?
Well, speaking of your soul, since our your Hebe, your conversation with the receptionist, I'd say about half an hour has passed. During which time, Hera has continued to stay out in the courtyard, and if anyone has approached her, she has reminded everyone that it is their responsibility to find out exactly who is trying to sabotage her big day. And Cerberus, you have gotten a telepathic message from your master, from Hades.
What kind of form does this message take? Because I'm envisioning it as like a phone call. Like the air around left head starts ringing or something.
One ear goes down and one other one is up, and they're trying to get good reception.
Exactly. It's like there's some static going in the background. Like
You hear the rattling of chains. You answer your master's call.
Hello, yes, this is Doug.
yes, this is Cerberus. How may I be of assistance?
What is going on up there?
Mortals are dropping like flies.
I can see. We have now 1, 2. Look, we have 3 unaccounted deaths. That is unacceptable.
3 deaths.
One of them was already supposed to die, to be fair.
What about the others?
You did say that the cook was supposed to die, didn't you? Oh, man.
What does Hades say? Anything else?
He says, I know it is your job to escort these souls, and I was reluctant to let you loose on the mortal world again. But I need to know, is any of this your doing?
Not this time.
Keep it that way and restore order. We can't have the books being unbalanced now, can we?
All three heads look disconcerted at the thought.
Numbers are important.
Good. Then I expect to hear good news upon your return. And if you are successful, we will return those poor souls to their bodies to enjoy the bleakness of their remaining existence.
Best.
Cerberus feels as though that is a reasonable course of action.
Luck. And the call disconnects with the same rattling of chains.
Well,
Okay,
time to start a sniffing.
I'm just gonna leave the room now after seeing Cerberus's heads twitch all over the place.
We are looking for Blue's Clues. We are looking for Blue's Clues. We are looking for Blue's Clues.
Cerberus would like to smell everything.
Excellent. In which room?
No, everything.
All right, look, we've only got a couple more hours here, kid. We're gonna have to narrow it down.
Like omnipresent smell. He smells and he just knows where everything is. I don't know. I'm making this up on the fly. I literally just wrote smell everything.
On your special ability.
Yes, that is correct. I can send a picture.
I love it. Roll a d20. And I will scan my notes for anything smell-worthy.
Does
That sushi sure ain't getting
I'm
made.
going to try a different die this time that I have not yet tried, and we'll see if that holds.
Just to get advantage because he's a dog, and most dog races.
Yeah, can I also get advantage? Because that was a 3.
Persephone.
Yes.
If you can think of something to do to encourage Cerberus, then absolutely, we can do some advantage.
Hold on, let me fill up my flower power here.
I just immediately, who wants a Scooby snack?
Let's see. What do I want to smell of? What flower here?
The dog version of catnip.
Yeah. I'm trying to look for.
Do you really want Righthead to do that?
An encouraging flower?
I'm looking. Actually, I smell of coriander. Hopefully, you're not one of the 10% that can't eat. It tastes like soap to you, because coriander allows you to help tap into your hidden worth and merit. And I say, "Come on!" And I grab some treats that Hades gave me on the way out.
Cerberus loves coriander.
Fabulous. Then Persephone, roll a d20, please.
14.
That coriander hits the spot. Please do go ahead and re-roll that smell everything.
Smell everything.
That-
We go into a musical number for you.
That was not just above a 13, which was kind of the cap of my previous rolls. This was, in fact, a 17.
Coriander did
Smell
it.
everything.
Everything. Okay, so with that smell, you you smell that there are multiple essential oil diffusers throughout the hotel, particularly a lavender limo combo that is quite soothing, strikes your nose, but perhaps it is a bit too powerful. You can also smell in the kitchen that the sushi is, in fact, laced with poison. That is a bit troubling. And let's see what else.
Well, the type of poison that, like, would it affect an immortal person, or was it aimed at a mortal?
Oh, it will. It's just a normal poison. It is not for deities. It will not affect you. You can also smell brass and leather boots and the smell of polyester uniforms that were not present a few minutes ago.
Okay, let's go check out those uniforms. I assume, based on the screen, that those are in the lobby.
They are indeed.
Okay, so Cerberus will use his little shadow thing and sort of do his little doggy teleport and appear in the lobby.
When you try to do your doggy teleport, something is blocking it, and instead you walk over like a regular dog.
Well, gosh darn, ain't that inconvenient?
Heaven forbid I have to use my own 4 legs.
I mean, it's a lot more of a climactic thing when you just appear.
Oh, and now we've got a dog costume, have we? This is getting more interesting.
Damn furries, I tell you, taking over everything.
Run us by it one more time. And the receptionist is quite jittery, saying, "Look, I just work here part-time, okay? I was here and my manager's not here. I can't find the chef. There was a photographer. He's not here anymore. And I truly love this wonderful cast of characters, but something's wrong, and I know they're lying about it, and I'm really scared. So I just thought I should call you."
Is he still standing right there while all of this has been going on?
You haven't moved.
I know they're lying to me. Think he was just like pouts at the receptionist. So did she call the popo? Is that essentially what is occurring here? Is that these are popo?
She pressed the panic button under the desk as soon as she deduced that you were lying.
Excellent. Yeah, Hebe would have had no frame of reference for what a button did except button.
What's that do, Chris?
The officer strides over to you, Hebe, and says, another officer says, "Well, take us through it then. Where's the manager, the photographer, and the chef?"
Hebe will immediately launch into a story that starts with when her mother was first telling her about the vow renewal ceremony that she was having, and we'll just start like I don't know what other people are wanting to do in the meantime, so that's why I'm just gonna kind of glaze over it. But like, she's gonna be distracting this dude for all that she is worth, pretty much unintentionally. But start like way back. So he's got better things to do. He talked to the wrong goddess.
Excellent. So then this officer is going to continue walking through the ballroom and just start looking around. Dionysus will see them. Say, "Hey, are you here for the party?" "Oh, we're performing an investigation." "Oh, well, any old thing can turn into a party with the right people. What do you need to know?" And so this officer starts interviewing Dionysus. And this officer again speaks. Well, what about the rest of you? Can you tell me what happened to the manager, the photographer, and the chef? I need to know.
Cerberus doesn't say anything. Maybe the officer thinks that he should check the sushi out.
How did the
Just
officer
getting that
know
vibe
that?
from Cerberus. Cerberus is really good at specific vibes.
Reverse
I mean,
insight.
you don't have a vibe that says check the sushi for poison. I don't understand.
Demonstration with disadvantage.
Or Cerberus could just say to them to check that. I don't know. I got nothing.
What's that, Serby? Timmy fell in the well.
What's up, boy? There's poison sushi in the kitchen.
Exactly.
The officer says, "What about you, flower girl? What's your story?"
Well, I'm here for a wedding, and I don't really know what was going on. I was in the courtyard for most of it. I'm not sure exactly what's going on, and came out here to join my friends, and heard things going off in the lobby, so came out to look. I'm looking over my flower list right now to see.
Well, all right then. Do you know anything about all missing people?
No, the last time I saw the manager, I think, was in the banquet hall or the ballroom, one of the two. Last time I saw the chef, he was in the kitchen. As for the photographer, he was all over the place.
Well, I got an officer in the ballroom. Take me to the banquet hall, wherever that may be.
All right, I will lead him to the banquet hall. And let's see.
So Aries, another police officer, addresses. What about you, sir? Do you know anything about our missing people?
Well, I don't think anyone's missing.
Do you think the receptionist is lying?
No, just that everyone's a little under the weather. Yes.
Lovesick. Hey.
Hey.
Called in sick?
Sorry.
Cue intro music.
I don't get it.
Yeah.
Kiss, fall in love. Sorry.
Go.
I was just watching that.
Well, if they called in sick, then this investigation might not last very long. Hold on one moment. And the officer walks over to the receptionist. Show me your time logs, please. And the receptionist pulls up their tracking system, and the police officer shakes her head and goes back and says, "Well, sorry, pal, no luck there. Everybody should be here. So again, I have to ask you, where was the last place you saw?" Let's start with the manager.
I'm pretty sure she headed into the honeymoon suite or something.
Okay, well, take me over there.
Sure. Mm-hmm. Very slowly.
So as you all start crossing, Hera and Zeus kind of raise their hands and say, all right. Please, everyone, gather around, please. And this catches the attention of Apollo.
Oh, sorry. She'll stop here then.
And
Bonk. Oh, I'm so sorry.
nothing wrong, sis.
Hmm?
And from, hey, hold still. Yeah, why does this do this? Sometimes I hate it. And Hermes is going to come in as well. And Aphrodite, the receptionist, and the police officers. And Hera is continuing to motion her arms for everyone to gather around. He says, look, I think there has been a misunderstanding. You're looking for what? Three people? Yes. One of the police officers speaks up. Yes. The receptionist, Mary, she called us looking for her manager, her chef, and a photographer they had hired. To know their location. This is an official investigation. And Hera smiles. Isn't that cute, darling? They're doing an investigation. And Zeus folds his arms, says, well, should we call the game then? Do we need to reschedule this? Try again? I think we ought to. I mean, kind of dull at this point. I'm sorry, I know you planned this quite a bit, and Hera looks kind of upset, but no, not really. So Zeus looks at all the officers and says, well, I'm sure you're all wonderful mortals in your own right, but unfortunately, you won't be leaving this hotel. And Zeus raises his hand in what you know is his action to call down lightning.
Go, Dad!
Okay.
And nothing happens. He looked at Hera, who looks kind of puzzled, and Zeus lowers his hand and raises it again.
Performance anxiety?
Nothing happens. And the officers start shuffling around saying, look, it's you who aren't leaving this hotel until we complete our investigation. We are looking for these people, and you all are our prime suspects. So no one goes in or out until we are done.
How are Hermes and Apollo taking all of this?
You see, I would like a
Whatever insight done. Whatever the insight is. Which one is it?
How they're taking it?
Yeah.
Insight restoration.
Okay. Yeah. Well, that's a 10.
Cool. So you can see both Apollo and Hermes are looking a bit concerned, and you can see Hermes kind of hopping from one foot to another. But you notice that his little wings on his shoes that are normally flapping quite sporadically are not flapping right now. They just look like little decorations on his shoes. And Apollo, who is normally glowing like the sun, he just looks a little lackluster.
Hebe
And Hebe has a single wrinkle.
a one gray hair. Hebe will lean over to Apollo and whisper, "Big brother, who didn't Mama invite?"
I believe she invited everybody. I mean, it's just a matter of people getting away from their obligations and showing up. You said it would take a few days. The whole pantheon's invited.
She'll do the little, because I imagine she's shorter than him. She'll do the little crook of her finger for him to come down closer, and she'll whisper in his ear about how the Medusa head didn't smell like anybody that was here already, and so they're trying to figure out who might have sent that package.
Oh. Okay. Where is it now?
she's like that same face that the receptionist got, and she just gives up. Like, she's gonna try and lie, and then she's just like, there is no point in me trying to do that. She'll tell him that I don't think Serby actually did anything with it. Did you? I mean, the last place that she saw it would have been in the honeymoon suite. And she'll make sure that no one else is like watching the two of them when she also tells him that that's where the bodies are too. Yeah, like, I know that you're like a Healy kind of god. I don't know if you can do anything about that, but like, 2 thumbs up.
Oh, no way. So they're just down the hall?
She will grab Apollo's hand and march this direction.
Officer says, "Hey, where are you two going?" Look,
To the honeymoon suite.
Oh my.
Yeah, you want to come?
No one else is invited. I told you it was just you and me.
Sorry. No.
Drags him into the room.
Apollo looks so confused.
Closes the door behind them. And gestures to the 3 bodies. You can't tell them, okay?
Oh, well, okay, so they are dead.
I mean, I guess. I don't know how to tell with these guys.
Well, I mean, their souls aren't there anymore. They kind of need those.
Are they not? I don't know how you tell. Is that like a medicine thing? I don't really know. You're the coolest.
Yeah.
Oh,
We
God.
do the hottest.
Yay, finger guns again.
Okay. So, is this the box over here? Is this a box?
Yeah, that with Medusa's head in it.
Oh, that's what's in that.
Yeah. We're trying to figure out who's into it.
All right. Well, that's easy enough. I got here first, so whose side are you on?
What?
Hera, Zeus, the whole thing. Whose side are you on?
Both sides. Hello.
They're like the worst. So, how can you be on both?
Because I'm the goddess of forgiveness, Apollo. That's how that works.
Okay, whatever. Well, I got here first, and I was just chilling, and
Chilling.
yeah,
I was just hotting.
I was just hot, being hot because I'm hot.
God,
and
cool.
Hera brought the skin
Leo.
to the honeymoon suite and told the manager not to let anyone else in, okay?
Wait, she brought the what to the honeymoon suite?
Hera, she brought the box in and told the manager not to let anyone else in.
Hebe is, you can't see it. I'm scratching my head. Hebe is scratching her head, looking very confused. Okay, but like, Dad wanted this to happen. So, like, did Mom not want this to happen?
Think about it.
But Serby said that it didn't smell like Mom.
It wouldn't if it's in a box.
Serby said it didn't smell like anybody, though. So I thought maybe it was somebody that wasn't here yet.
Or Mom and Dad, either one of them, would you want to be with the other forever?
I mean, that's kind of like Mom's thing. I know Dad can't keep it in his pants, but like... Besides, he actually kind of seemed like he wanted to. It was weird.
I don't know. I think something else is going on.
Did you hear about the stink bomb? Apparently somebody put a stink bomb off in the guest room.
But I smelt it.
Must resist Delta joke.
Don't resist giving determination.
Hebe would not make that joke. Karina would make that joke, though.
Look, all I know is that I'm just here to have a little fun. To see y'all. We don't get together that often, but I don't believe any of this crap is actually going to happen. And if it does, it's going to fall apart in a few millennia.
I mean, hey, you're not glowing.
Thanks.
No, like, this is really weird, but like Dad was trying to call the lightning and stuff, and he couldn't.
I thought that was just a show.
No, you're. She goes over, and she touches him. Is he feel super hot? Like you're like normally I would imagine even gods would be like, no, but he's the sun, he's real hot, and she goes over and touches like his shoulder.
It feels about 98.6 degrees.
She literally go as she takes her hand away, and she's like, "You're human."
Don't even play with that. That's gross.
I know. Do you think I would
No.
say something like, "Look at this face. This is a face that will lie to you.
Okay,
It's not a face."
Hold on.
She touches him again.
How mad? Screw it. And he slaps you.
That hurt! Ow! And she like puts her hand up to her cheek.
And actually, everyone, I need you to note that you now have an AC of 10 and 10 hit points. However, Hebe, you now have 9 hit points.
Ow, that really hurt. Like 1/10 of my health hurt. Ow.
No, I'm sorry. I just didn't want to like stub my own toe.
I've never bled before, Apollo.
I'm sorry.
She's totally crying.
Oh, and
can I hear this crying?
Sorry. It's getting louder. So look, we gotta like help the others, right?
No, we need to hide the bodies under the bed.
And runs straight into Ares, falls over, and trips.
And also lost 1/10 of his health.
Actually, Apollo loses 3 hit points.
Oh,
Dang, I'm good at tripping people.
Oh, Ares, man, that's not cool.
Hey, you ran into me.
Ever.
Is there a key to the honeymoon suite on the manager's person?
That is an excellent question. Would you please roll restoration?
I would love to. I am good at that, probably. Rolled a 6 on it last time, so we'll see how this goes. I rolled a 6 again, so that's a 10.
Hey, a 10 finds you a key.
Okay. She will come out of the door and look around. Are any of the policemen that are definitely no, not on the dress. Good Lord, you're gonna get Hebe killed.
You said under the bed, right? This is symbolically under the bed.
Okay, well, just fine.
Oh,
she's
wait, hold on. You guys can't see the bed. One moment.
Yeah.
There's a bed.
Oh, is there? The dress is just kind of woo in the middle of the. It's fine.
No, it was on the wrong
it.
layer. Here we go.
It's just floating.
There's a bed.
Oh, yeah, there we go.
It's a ghost bed.
Ooh. Okay. Hebe will be looking at the other two off. Is there only 2? I'm not, so I need to scroll up. We'll look at the 2 officers. She's still rubbing her cheek because it's probably actually like red. If she comes out of the room. What are the other 2 officers doing right now?
Let's see. One officer has been that one. This one is still trying to interrogate Cerberus.
Wolf.
And this one is walking around the ballroom patrolling.
Okay, Hebe will lightly shove Apollo in his direction whenever he like came this way. Go be charming.
Dude! Hi.
And then Hebe will will reach out for Ares's hand and pull him in front of her. Actually, no. You know what she will do? She'll tug on your sleeve because you're probably a lot taller. Because your Ares, you're probably a lot taller than her. She'll tug on your shirt sleeve and slip you the key, and then trade places with you and gesture for you to lock the door. Because if someone asks her if she locked the door, she knows she's not gonna be able to tell a lie. So.
Okay. Gonna lock the door.
You're better at lying than me. You keep the key.
Okay.
You hide it somewhere.
Why is your face red?
Paulo slapped me. That really hurt. Yeah. Still rubbing her cheek.
Do
Yeah,
you want me to hit him
he's
back really hard?
no.
Are you sure?
Yes, I forgive him. Probably. Oh.
So you do want me to hit him?
No, she's totally got like slight grin on her face, but still telling you no. No, not until we get better. How are you feeling, by the way?
Mm-hmm.
Do you feel like you have 10 HP? Because I feel like I have 9 HP, and that's just the worst feeling in the world to have it quantified like that. Ugh. Anyway. Was anyone else doing anything while we were shenanigans over here?
What's you up to, Persephone and Cerebrus?
Cerebros. I mean, it kind of works, right?
Cerebral cerebellum.
Well, there's a whole room that still hasn't been investigated at all. So
where the bodies are.
Sure. Because we definitely don't know where they are.
Not at all. Nope.
But yeah, Cerberus would like to investigate this. Isn't this where the stink bomb was set off?
It is.
Yes. Cerberus would like to investigate.
Snuff all the things.
Yes.
Must snuff.
Excellent. You are welcome to do the sniffy sniff. You are also welcome to actually do, let's see, investigation. So you're welcome to do a reputation, but also if you want to like tear apart the room in your investigation, we could see destruction for that too.
Okay, let's start with
your
sniffing.
investigation style.
Sniffing doesn't work.
Small.
Destroy.
We'll start small.
That is a straight 11 on the die.
Okay.
For a sniff check.
Well, with that, you see a simple, light bedroom with a calm atmosphere containing a bed, a dresser, desk, and chair. Lavender oil diffuses from an orb on the dresser. There's art on the wall prominently displaying the Wi-Fi password. There are definitely too many pillows on the bed to be practical. And a printed sign on the door indicates that Hera has designated this space as her dressing room. And it had little spaces with labels prepared for the wedding veil, the wedding dress, all the assorted jewelry. There are also a few unopened presents in the corner, but all of the wedding attire has now been moved, of course, to the honeymoon suite after the stink bomb incident.
Okay. Cerberus's right head will take a special note of the Wi-Fi password.
Excellent. The Wi-Fi password is capital H, hotel, number 123, exclamation point.
Noted.
It's not a very secure password, but like
It really is not.
No, it's all in the capital H.
And that one frolics at the very end.
Exclamation. No one ever sees the exclamation point coming.
Yeah, it's different.
So there's no particular scent or vibe that jumps out that would indicate anything about the identity of whoever's behind this? Or why any of the powers aren't working anymore?
For that specifically, I would love for you to roll a demonstration check.
Well, when you include the modifier and carry the 1. That's a 0.
Hey, that's better than my -1 I rolled earlier. I'm so proud.
Yay!
Hooray.
I'm just going to try a different rolling surface altogether. I think it's the surface that's
Hey,
curved.
yeah, do it.
It might be. So with trying to figure out, who could have set off this stink bomb, you're not sure, but you get the feeling that something is off about this mortal realm. It's just not, maybe you should talk to these mortals. And out of the mortals left, it's pretty slim pickings on who you think might be a potential ally to talk to about what could be affecting your powers. That is the information you are able to glean.
Okay.
And
Okay.
it has a question.
Persephone, what's up?
Can I smell like the stink bomb still?
No, it has dissipated.
Can I try to remember it and see if we have any sort of flowers or any sort of fauna?
Absolutely.
Flora, to see if maybe it could recognize something that might take away our abilities.
Yeah, smell the roll the flower power.
Roll to smell the roses. I mean, the stink bomb.
13.
Excellent. So with that, you of all of the flora and fauna that you are intimately familiar with, that was just like a horrible crap artificial stink bomb. Like there is no finesse, no artistry, no elderberry, no nothing normal from your world about that. That was clearly a mundane, someone stopped by a joke shop stink bomb.
You said that there were essential oils around. If I take a scent, smell them, can I smell anything different? Like something that might be in the essential oils that might be putting everything off?
Yeah, with kind of your sniff test of remembering your sniff bomb, you can smell the lavender and the lemon essential oil diffusers, but those are also completely mundane. You remember hearing Hebe's description that Hera wanted this to be a spectacular ceremony, and she had been searching on the Pintering websites and the InstaChat, and she had gathered all these different ideas. So perhaps it was normal for these mortals to put oil and water together and throw them around the air.
I'm gonna walk over to the gift table, and I'm going to look and see if there's any suspicious gifts.
Suspicion. Let's see.
They look like Christmas gifts to me.
Well, that's
Super sus.
what he had available. So
Apparently, Hera's wedding is red, green, and gold are the colors for Hera's vow renewal ceremony.
Definitely. Roll some either reputation or restoration, please.
The best one, it would be reputation. What's the dice? Up there, this pretty blue one.
Pretty blue.
11.
All right. So with that, you can tell that there are presents from everyone here, and they all seem pretty typical. You see that Aphrodite has brought some kind of just exquisite looking perfume. She hasn't bothered to wrap it other than putting a big bow on it. While Apollo did wrap his, the shape of it looks like a lava lamp. And
This is the best.
and
Yes, a lava lamp.
Made with actual lava.
I was thinking, like some plasma from the sun or something.
This is no ordinary lava lamp. And you can also see Dionysus has brought a purple velvet bag of Crown Royale. And
A dice
Hermes,
bag with the alcohol included, you mean?
Oh, clearly. And Hermes has brought a big box. It is wrapped very nicely, so you can't quite tell what's in there. And as for the others, they have also wrapped their gifts, although yours definitely looks the largest.
They're just four trees with bows on them.
Yeah, you don't see one from Hebe though.
Is there anything up with the perfume? Like, do I smell anything that would not be botanical on the perfume?
Let's see. With the sniff test from before, it's a mild love potion. It's an aphrodisiac.
The potion of the night.
It's nothing that could change desires that weren't already there or anything like that.
All right. Can I just to check my powers? Am I able to grow flowers at the moment?
Yeah, absolutely. You try to do what you did earlier with the lovely vase and try to extend the flowers from your crown, and nothing happens. You try to fiddle with the flowers on the table, and you will need actually to roll. Yeah. Roll destruction for me.
Doom.
Doom, 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 doom.
3.
And as you're sliding your hands up and down the flowers, one of the thorns on the flowers cuts you for 3 points of damage. And that really hurts. You haven't felt pain like this in a long time.
The crap.
The officer.
I'll head back over.
Officer, distracted from Apollo momentarily, says, "Oh, are you okay? Do you need a Band-Aid?"
Nah, I think I should be fine. I just pricked my finger with a thorn.
Okay.
Just haven't done that in a while.
Happens to the best of us.
Yeah. I walk over to Hera and Zeus, and I say, maybe you should open up your gifts and see if there's anything in them that might be causing this lack of ability.
If I think that is a great idea. If you could just kind of freshen up for a moment, and after that, I think that would be a good idea, don't you, dear? Yes, whatever you say, Hera. And Hera goes off to the restroom.
Hebe immediately follows after her.
Everyone is sus. They're trying to kill me.
Everyone is suspicious.
You thought this.
I'm suspicious, you're
No,
suspicious, they're
it is
suspicious,
mother.
everyone's suspicious, so let's start suspecting.
It was Colonel Mustard in the banquet hall with the mayonnaise.
This time Hebe will do the she will do that thing where you reach for the doorknob as you're about to knock on the door, so it's like you're knocking as you open the door and go inside. Mama? If the door is unlocked. That was why I said what I did. Because she would know then that Hebe was coming in.
Yeah, the door's unlocked, and you see Hera underneath the sink, and
Delicate.
she bangs her head as she gets up. It's ow, ow, ow! What are you doing in here?
Mama, what's going on?
Whatever do you mean, darling?
What do you really want today?
I want your I want your father to profess his undying love for me and to be with me for all eternity.
Insight check. First off.
Everyone is sus.
Restoration, please.
God, I am really good at rolling a 6, so that is another 10. That's the third 6 in a row
Nice.
now, so it's fine.
It's okay. The dial changed to a different number now.
Mm-hmm. 3s. Everything is coming in 3s tonight. Don't worry about it.
She says, "Look, can you keep a secret?"
Hebe holds out her hands and says, "Mama, you can tell me anything."
And if the I'm the baby gotta love me still worked, which I mean, I imagine she's pretty charming. Naturally, I think that's what is that the other.
I mean, yeah, you can roll. Baby got a
Baby got back. No,
We got back.
we saved that roll for Hercules. We don't do that roll for anybody else. Yeah, sure. I'm the baby. Gotta love me, mama. 15. I don't know if you're. It was just straight die roll. It's just a 15. And
you can tell me anything, Mama.
So she takes a deep breath and says, "Look, we've always had a rocky relationship, but I'm done. I believe that Zeus's divine attributes are what win over the mortals, and I think the only way to save our marriage is to strip him of those powers. And I had planned at the moment of our vow exchange to turn on a little device that that fate had cooked up for me. It's a mortality generator, and it's just supposed to have a very small area, and so the next time Zeus tried to demonstrate his power or do something foolish, he would discover his fall from grace and be dependent on us for strength, but something's gone wrong. It's it's much more powerful than I thought it would be, and it's affecting everyone. It won't turn off.
Yeah, I noticed. She rubs her cheek. Well, I don't know, Mama. He seemed real serious this time. I know that you have your ups and downs, but relationships are about forgiveness too, aren't they?
Not for us. More of a game.
Well,
I'd
looks
like
this
to
game.
win for once.
Looks like this game got a little more serious than you thought it would. Do you want to go ahead and see if we can have the ceremony now while we're all still mortal?
Why?
Well, I guess maybe it would mean something a little more special if he still wanted you even though you're mortal.
I don't know, darling. Something tells me your father has something up his sleeve as well. But let's give it a whirl, shall we?
He's not wearing any sleeves. That's Karina laughing because he would be very serious.
So Hera leaves and is just marching headlong.
She marching. Is she marching around to everybody, ordering them that the ceremony is going to happen?
Not yet.
Okay. Hebe checks under the sink? ? Before leaving the room.
Yeah. Under the sink, you see this necklace that Hera mentioned, and it has a kind of a glowing stone in it.
But Hera just left it there, like she mentioned it to Hebe, but then didn't take it with her. Okay. Then Hebe will actually take it with her and go and find Persephone. Steffi, I know that you don't maybe know a lot, but I know that Hades knows about stones. Do you know what this stone is?
Can I take a look at the amulet and see if I can glean any insight or what it is? Being that
Absolutely.
Queen of the underworld and tied to fates and knowing people's fate and all that fun stuff.
I mean, Hades, what's all underground is like the gold and the emeralds and the stuffs. So that was Hebe's first thought, was like, Hades isn't here, but maybe Sephi knows something.
Roll some reputation.
Gonna ban reputation.
I do. Actually, no, that's close more.
You gotta reputation.
Dirty 20.
Awesome. So for this, you know that it is a magic transfiguration amulet that creates a power vacuum. And it's supposed to do so with a very small radius. Like it should only affect about a total of an area of 10 feet. But just from the way that it's glowing, you can tell that something has amplified it.
Are there any markings on it or anything?
Nope.
I'm sorry?
Nope.
I go over to Cerebus.
Cerberus would like to sniff.
Sniff. Roll to sniff.
Very good. That is a 9.
So when you go to sniff, you actually budget with your nose and you discover that the stone spins. And when you pull your head back and focus a little bit, you can see that the stone is supposed to kind of click back and forth between turning around, kind of like an off and on thing. But no matter how it turns now, it's still glowing all the time. You gather isn't the way it's supposed to work.
Glowing all the time, glowing all the time.
Okay.
Do you have any way of reaching the fates with your cell dog phone?
Ring, ring,
That
ring,
depends.
ring,
Do I
ring.
still have service?
The doggy phone. Doo, doo, doo.
No, it's
Your doggy phone is out of order right now.
Doo, doo,
Unfortunately.
doo. We're sorry, but the number that you were trying to reach is out of service.
The soul you're trying to summon cannot be contacted. Please perform another seance.
Please try again later.
Does Cerberus smell anything on it? Any people or former gods, I suppose?
Mainly Hera and the Fates.
Okay. So,
Is there a computer?
There is at the reception desk.
Is there one for like the guests? All right. I am going to go to the computer and I am going to look for a way for the Greek mythology on how mortals contacted the fates.
The receptionist looks over at Cerberus and says, "Oh, I don't know if we're supposed to be talking to each other during the investigation and everything."
Laughs, and we've totally been doing it this whole time. Are you just walking on top of the
yes,
Trump,
that is
Trump,
that is
Trump,
affirmative.
Trump?
Is that
Would you please get off the counter, sir?
Sir
Please?
and or madam, please remove yourself from the reception desk. The human-sized dog. Oh, good grief.
But I still feel obligated to ask, what can I help you with?
I need a computer.
I have a computer. We have what do you need for the computer?
What can you find out on the computer? You can find out about mythology. I think that's what you guys call it.
Yeah. You can find anything on the internet practically, and we have the best Wi-Fi in the. I mean, really, that there is. So it's really fast.
Maybe the Wi-Fi caused the issue.
The new technology gods are trying to overthrow us. Don't worry about it.
That 5G. It's all coming together.
Oh no!
Dun, dun, dun.
I'm like, can I use your computer real
The
quick?
fifth G was gods.
I use a search engine after I clump on the computer for a little bit and type contact fates Greek mythology. Ding.
The receptionist will look at you kind of suspiciously, and you're going to need to roll reputation.
No. And 16.
Okay, so the receptionist goes, yeah, just don't change the settings or anything. And she minimizes her window, and you see her desktop is a beautiful picture of Chris Hemsworth playing Thor.
Oh. Oh, good. It's not Zeus. Thank God.
Oh my.
Oh yeah, I mean that's totally my favorite movie. I mean how mythology and real life collided. I mean it blows my mind every time.
Awkward.
Yeah. Gods are great.
They're real.
Yeah.
Don't mind me, just toot my own horn. Toot, 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 toot.
Flowers are gorgeous in this hotel, by the way.
Oh, I didn't. Wow, I didn't notice we had that many flowers. Now we do. Oh wow, they are quite lovely.
Now I'm a believer.
So, what does my internet search on the fastest Wi-Fi available?
For internet search,
But we all know what the internet is for, right?
The internet is really, really great.
I think that with your thank you. You're being very mature. But
I've got a fast connection, so I don't have to wait.
4 minutes.
Derailed, completely derailed.
And
So you're fine. And so I think with your connection to the mortal world, like you can know the internet and what happens, and when you're doing this internet search, you're really not coming up with anything. And when you're about to give up, a figure appears at the counter in front of you, kind of translucent, and the figure says, "Persephone, what in the world are you trying to do?"
do I recognize this figure?
You recognize them as one of the 3 fates.
Well, we found out about Hera's little thingy, and I hold up the necklace. And it's broken.
It's not broken. It's working perfectly.
So it's supposed to be this powerful?
What do you mean?
Well, I thought it was, from what I was told, it's supposed to be a small area, but it's the entire, wherever, how big this building is, I guess.
You don't say. Well,
What did
isn't that an interesting little problem?
What did you do?
Oh, we didn't do anything. We just gave Hera the tools she wanted and let her choose everything that she wanted. Her beautiful wedding location, her little tricks to play. Just had a little fun with it. Oh, hope y'all don't die. And the fate vanishes.
So telling hubby on that.
You'll be in so much trouble when my hubster hears about this one.
I wonder if we flush it down the toilet.
Clogged the toilet. The only bathroom that we now have to use because we're mortal.
And the receptionist goes, Did you see? No. Everything's fine. Everything's fine.
All right. I am going to. What are we gonna do? All right, we need to see how far this thing. What effect? All right. Persephone has a major headache now. And walks back over to. We'll go to Hebe. Where's she at? Where the pretty?
I was daddy by daddy. That's Dionysus.
Who is also pretty, but not Hebe.
I lean down. And I'm like, well, I have a feeling that they may know a little bit more. They said it's working as intended. So I whisper that to her, and then I look at her. It's like, Hera, can I talk to you in another room?
If you must.
And I go over to the banquet room.
Sarah follows you. Aries, what are you up to?
Not much. Keeping an eye on things. Mainly this guy.
The guy that slapped your little sister.
I'm just waiting for an opportunity to give a.
I mean, you did trip him for 3 HP already. Like,
hey, that was an accident.
No, when I slap him, it's gonna be on purpose.
No, I'm not gonna slap him. I'm just gonna do one of those arm punches. Except it's gonna be a little too hard.
So then Hera follows Persephone and says, you wanted to talk?
What else did you ask for? Because I just got a hold of the Fates, and they said you were planning some trick.
They would say that, wouldn't they? I need you to roll. Let's see. Reputation, please.
Cool. What color die? I have too many dice. Not enough.
Why would you say that?
No, actually, I don't have enough dice. I need more. I need all the dice, but
All the more.
all the dice. 15.
Excellent. So she says, look, it's not that I'm playing tricks. It's I wanted a beautiful ceremony. And so I asked the fates to show me the best spot. I told them I wanted the height of the mortal experience, and the pentering and the Instachat and the facegram told me all of these things I needed, like a photo booth and dancing and hors d'oeuvres and of course the most powerful Wi-Fi connection there is, so that we can instantly upload everything, and twinkle lights and tic-tac-toe. I don't quite understand the appeal of that, and extra towels, and a photographer, and so I wanted all of those things, and the fates told me where to get them.
I can understand the want for pomp and circumstance and the need and reassurance of wanting a strong connection with somebody. I do. I understand. But Zeus does what Zeus does.
He won't if he thinks he can die.
Yeah, but you've now made it that all of us can die. Did you ask for any
Not on
other
purpose.
tricks from the fates?
No.
Insight.
No, I mean, I was willing.
Hebe was like, inside check.
Restoration.
Little tiny guy, let's go. Sex.
So, you get the feeling that Hera is definitely all of the grumps for things not going according to plan. I will also point out that it is approaching 10 o'clock. I do not see this coming to a resolution in the next 30 seconds. Are you all okay with continuing to play into overtime?
Gonna take the resounding silence as not a no.
As not a no. Okay, well then we will
I reckon.
continue as unplanned. Cool. So you get her grumps, and she says, "Look, I was willing to become immortal if that meant having a chance at Zeus behaving himself, but I wasn't going to doom everybody else. Someone needs to run the pantheon."
Did the fates say anything else about this amulet?
Let's see. They said I should probably brush up on the most recent movies if I wanted to have the full mortal experience, but I didn't really get around to it. I think the one they recommended most was no, I wasn't interested. It was Norse.
They recommended the movie Norse.
No, it was about Norse mythology, which is clearly subpar.
Does Cerberus by chance overhear any of this from the next room, or is there like a door?
It's a French door, so you can hear.
Okay.
What you doing, Cerberus?
If you want.
Cerberus would like to roll intimidation.
Oh! Okay, roll distraction. I assume you're trying to intimidate the receptionist.
I am.
No, it's the desk.
I did get a lowly 8.
Okay. So she is kind of surprised that you keep coming back. She doesn't look terrified, though she is in quite a uncomfortable circumstance with all the police and her boss missing and all that jazz. So says, "Oh, well, hello. Hi."
Bork.
Cerberus just stares at her, and in the back of her mind, she hears a whispered voice. What do you know?
She actually does not hear a whispered voice in the back of her mind.
Okay, that counts as a power, I guess. Well, then Cerberus is a dog, and he can't speak, so he's just going to intimidate her.
While you cannot use your telepathic powers, you as a creature can still speak.
Okay.
Trying to walk the line there.
Then Cerberus, who usually prefers to use his whisper voice,
Or he is, after all, an inside dog.
will go through the very mundane speech process and ask what the receptionist knows.
Well, I'm working on getting my paralegal degree, so hopefully quite a bit.
Doggy insight check.
Cerberus asks her if she's Cerberus would like to roll an insight check,
Excellent.
which would be reputation.
Yeah.
Paralegally.
Oh, wow.
wonky.
That's a 15.
That's the
Excellent.
second highest you've rolled all night.
So yeah, she looking at her desk again, you can see some business law books on her desk that she has been glancing at throughout the evening. And so she does look like she's trying to study a lot. So she just doesn't know what you're trying to ask.
Cerberus looks at her very consideringly. That's a word.
It
right?
is now.
It is now.
Should be.
With great consideration. There we go.
Indeed.
And he asks if she's ever met a god before.
No, they're not real. I mean, I've hosted tons of parties for things like what you guys are doing now, but otherwise the closest thing I've seen is, and she minimizes her screen again and shows Chris Hemsworth, is this guy.
Cerberus does look intrigued by the picture, but that's not necessarily what he meant. He is curious about these other parties, though.
Also, Thor doesn't actually look like... No, I'm just kidding. That is a poor representation of the actual god. Meanwhile.
Yeah. From time to time we do large groups at the hotel. So we've had princess parties, and we had a Mario party once, and you guys are, Greek mythology. We've done a supernatural convention, all kinds of things here and there, I guess.
Anything Norse?
No. But like I was telling your friend earlier, it is my favorite movie. Have you ever seen it?
Walks stupid.
Oh, that was rude. Dad, do you remember who had the Medusa head last? Meanwhile, Kibi.
Meanwhile, the Medusa head?
Yeah, I mean, like Perseus had it that one time.
I don't keep track of all these things.
I mean, technically, insight check.
Most rolled stat tonight. Insight.
I mean,
Yeah.
Let's start suspecting. 14.
Excellent. You can tell the Zeus. Once something is done, he kind of delegates and forgets. Doesn't really care.
Yeah, Corina figured that was the case, but Hebe is like sizing him up for whatever.
And it's like, I went into a vault of some kind, I think, or on Mount Olympus somewhere.
Hebe's making the gym face again.
People steal things a lot from me, so surprising. Missing.
It was in the vault. The last thing that I knew, he'd be trying not to actually look at Dad's face. Jim face.
Maybe this is why people keep stealing stuff, because you don't keep track of it.
Don't keep track of my stuff.
Maybe if he used the "I'm the baby" face, he might remember more.
No, that's okay. I think she's good with that. I'm the baby.
This is why we always keep good inventory.
This is why we can't have nice things, Dad. How did you?
The door's locked over there.
Yeah, hey, we see you. Is he picking the lock? There. That's super suspicious for a policeman.
I got the key.
So, how do you feel about sushi? Is the not subtle Hebe way of asking things.
His face glitches. And he says, don't eat it.
Hebe gives Zeus a look and looks at Cerberus and then grabs Dad's hand and pulls him over here away from the French doors. Daddy, what did you do?
What? Well, nothing now.
Oh, you two are so frustrating.
What?
What did you do to the sushi?
It's special order. Don't eat it. It's been sitting out for too long.
She's giving him the "I'm a baby, gotta love me" face, but it's much more like his wife than he's probably comfortable with, insofar as she's giving him like the Hera like what did you do face, like you gotta tell me because I'm the baby.
He kind of grimaces. Roll demonstration with advantage.
It's much more like Hera than any other face she's giving anybody else tonight. You said demonstration. What is that one? Oh, she's so great at that. That's a 10.
Excellent. With advantage?
12. Yes.
Oh,
it was so
okay.
bad. 10.
Cool.
I rolled a 12, and it's a -2. You know, she's real cute. Is the
problem. She doesn't really pull off the Hera thing very well, so it's not really a great impression. She was trying.
Zeus kind of shakes his head and says, look, the necklace isn't exactly a secret.
So you were gonna kill Mom with the sushi?
It was gonna be okay. As soon as she died, I would destroy the necklace, restore my powers, and bring her back to life after some time had passed.
She's giving Dad the sus face look of after that, the pause between after some time had passed. He's like, you were gonna, it's that we all know that you were gonna go do everything in the universe before you actually brought Mom back to life. That is that face that he's getting right now. You two are literally going to be the death of each other. You realize that, right?
Well, she started it with this whole necklace thing.
You just get you can't see me. I threw my arms up into the air as Havy is just like, why can't you two just get along? No, she's definitely doing no, it's more of a crying like there are tears now and a pouty face looking up at Dad.
Oh gosh, he's massaging his temples.
And Mom wouldn't do the necklace. And now all of us are mortal. And we can't eat the sushi because you poisoned it. And Mom was a Medusa and so much sweet. You guys are the worst. Why can't you just get along?
I sense your frustration.
It's definitely not mad crying. It's definitely just like goddess of forgiveness, just being like, why can't you guys just forgive each other and be in love?
Cerberus, do you have any words of wisdom?
Monogamy is dead.
That makes Evie cry harder. Since her mother is the goddess of marriage and she's the patron of brides.
Zeus. Zeus gives you a thumbs up.
Big old crocodile tears.
Meme game on point.
Excellent. So back over to Stephanie and Hera. Hera says,
It's been out.
look, I don't know why, how, I'd like for it to stop. I'm open to ideas. I don't want to be stuck in a body. You? Stephanie.
So Persephone's making memes.
Yes, more important.
Did you see the one in the one
Yes.
shot?
Yes, I did.
Don't eat the sushi.
Is there a way to show? There is a way to show that to our Twitch
I think
people.
so. Yeah.
There is. I just need
Yeah,
to.
should definitely show that.
Let's see. I think I can. But
Sorry.
If you know what you could do if you click on it in
Then I
Discord and open original, it'll pull it up as a tab, and you might be able to switch over to
Yeah.
that tab.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that.
I couldn't help myself.
It was so perfect.
Here you go, Twitch peeps. Let's see if we can do
I just like Zeus's immediate. Don't eat the sushi. It was good. It's so good.
It was a rapid response.
There it is.
Listen, hurry, little shit.
Good. It's good. Very good.
Perfect. It was wonderful.
So beautiful.
Meanwhile, Hera wants to know if Persephone has any ideas. Meanwhile, back at the ranch.
I'm going to the ranch.
Don't eat the ranch. It's been out too long. Sorry. I'm not sorry though.
Well, I don't know how far this amulet's going to work. I mean, none of us have our powers. I don't know. We could, I think, flush it down the toilet. Maybe it'll get it away.
Cerberus, make a run for it.
How the amulet is actually like it's like the necklace is pretty big. So I'm not sure we want to get into a discussion of what can and cannot be flushed down a toilet.
Considering your recent conversation with Max, perhaps we should leave that be. Is this more of a log situation or?
We're gonna get banned.
No, we are talking about logs, you know? Trees have trunks and they turn into logs. I don't know what everyone else thought we were talking about.
Yeah.
Disappointed in all y'all.
But Hera says, well, I'm not sure how their modern plumbing system works, but I guess we can try it.
Maybe we should ask a mortal on how to use a toilet. Wait, I would probably know that since I come down here 3 months out of the year.
True.
Yeah.
Well, all right. And there's no writing on this amulet at all.
Just a big old amulet.
Is it like dinner plate size, or is it like clock?
It's a diamond shape. About the amulet itself is about the size of like the stone is the size of the palm of your hand, but gold filigree goes out to make a diamond the shape of about 2 hands together.
Lorge. It's kind of a Lorge boy.
All right, so we should go. I guess we would go to the toilet, see that the hole is too small. We need a bigger toilet.
We're gonna need a bigger toilet.
You don't hear that too often.
Oh man.
Okay, so Hera says, well, I'll follow you then.
I'm in control now. I'm just getting over this whole thing. I pricked my finger on a flower. God, I don't know what to do. Existential company. Yeah. So let's go gather everybody together and maybe get away from these mortal authorities and figure out what we can do. I'm going to slowly start walking to the courtyard. I'm going to go over here, way over here. Yeah, they're going to follow me.
Zoom.
As you go over to the courtyard, one of the officers follows you, says, "Hey, where are you going?"
I need some fresh air.
Understandable. I know it's been a rough night. A couple of my fellow officers are, we've checked all of the rooms except for one last room. They're about to break down the door unless one of you has a key.
Hebe goes over to Aphrodite and is like, so thing is, we don't want them to go into that room. Think you could do something about it?
There's one thing I could do.
I mean, there is a guest room right there. I'm pretty sure that's still functional. I mean, when we went with Greek mythology, I'm surprised we went this long without something happening.
I don't think there are any brown chickens or brown cows around here.
Even without her powers, she is still a powerful woman. Oh man. Hebe kind of is slightly surprised that actually worked, but more from a perspective of like, I wonder if we distract all of them, if we could have one of us take the amulet away and see if that works. So she comes over here to Dionysus, like you do, and she's like, so if we wanted to throw a big mortal party that did not involve eating any sushi whatsoever, what would we do?
What kind of party would you be throwing if you had sushi at it?
Well, I mean, obviously not the kind of party that we're gonna throw.
No, because with sushi you need a certain preparation, and if you're not gonna have that elaborate preparation, if you're gonna have a long party, nah, that's gonna get warm. It's gonna no.
I just don't eat the sushi. That's all I'm saying. But how, maybe if we distract them all so that we can leave, like throw a big party, have someone take the amulet away and see if the rest of us get our powers back. I don't know, man.
So you want a distraction party?
I mean, isn't that what parties are usually for?
Well, they do distract the mortals from their woes, concerns, and eventual death. So,
I'm feeling pretty mortal right now too.
So it's a party for you then?
No. I mean, she's doing that face again and the squinty eyes. Like, I mean, well, no. It is not a party for me. I am mortal right now, but I hope to not be mortal as soon as we get this stupid amulet out of here.
All right, well, I'll see what I can do. And you see Dionysus go over to an officer, then go over to another officer, and Dionysus is now in handcuffs.
You've been watching this, just like, huh. I don't really know how mortals work at all. But maybe if they take him away, then he'll get his powers back and he can just run away. It'll be fine. It'll be fine.
Everything's fine.
Are they taking him anywhere, or are they just standing there with him?
They are just standing there.
How concerned does he look about this?
Not really.
Okay, I didn't think so.
Looks pretty chill.
I was just double checking. I'm about to start shoving sushi down people's throats.
He kind of leans over a little too far and gives you a big wink.
That is not the kind of party that I meant, but like to each their own, I guess. Oh.
What's Ares up to? He's been awfully quiet for the God of War.
Yeah, well, it's not exactly a place of fighting, usually. Although there does seem to be some fighting.
I don't think what they're doing in the guest room is fighting.
I didn't mean that.
All of a sudden we hear roll for initiative comes.
Oh man.
Oh, you were slayed by ancient dragon.
Oi, oi, oi.
Goodness. What would I have been doing? Okay. Well, I assume with everybody moving about, I've seen / heard about this necklace amulet thing that we've been talking about, right?
I've probably flashed it around. It's pretty gaudy, so it doesn't suit my outfit.
Yeah. Okay. And it sounds like the people are wanting to get rid of it. I did happen to bring a weapon as my gift. So I'm going to grab a hold of it. I'm going to see if I can break an amulet.
Excellent. What weapon did you bring?
I brought an axe.
Perfect. Roll some destruction for me.
Oh, yes.
Meanwhile, Hebe's gonna totally distract this card. She's so bad at that. So
as I walk by, I'm just gonna whisper, ask about the network connectivity.
Wait, hold on. Say that again. I couldn't hear you.
Okay. I'm gonna say, ask about the network connectivity.
I don't know what that means.
So ask. It's just simple distraction. I need 2 swings, probably.
Is this the guard? Is this any guard that she's spoken to yet? Or is this a different one? I lost track as they were all being moved around. Or does it matter? It might not.
It's a different one.
Okay.
This is Billy Bob.
Okay. Excellent. Officer, what is Billy Bob? So one of the other officers said something about me talking to you about the story that I was telling him earlier.
We've got your story written down with every detail, and there we had to use several notepads.
Oh, really? No, he told me that he had actually lost one of those and to come and speak with you about it.
Made copies.
She's so bad at any sort of deception ever.
You would make copies at the crime scene?
Okay, yeah, but Hebe has no idea what that means. She just kind of gives him this, what's a copy book?
Look, we've already uploaded everything we need to our drive. The Wi-Fi here is incredible. And so we just need to do that final sweep of the room, and we can finally get this investigation underway.
Oh, so you need to get into the room. Okay, well, let me go check and see if I can get into the room.
And Ares, that your axe burrows into the amulet and cracks it in half. And that you see some pink glittery mist spring out from the amulet and kind of dissipate into the air. And as you watch the pink mist swirl, it starts going away from you. It forms a trajectory, and it goes from the courtyard to the ballroom, into the lobby, underneath the receptionist desk.
Yeah, I'm gonna follow that.
Apollo, I'm really bad at distractions. That's all. As they're like walking by, it's just he'd be very dejectedly going over to Apollo, going, "I'm really bad at distractions."
I will follow too.
So you all gather around the receptionist desk, and she once again
For
looks
the
around and
24th time.
Hello?
Cerberus would like to smash the desk into a bunch of pieces.
That's one way to go about it.
Okay, I mean, he's been such a good boy this whole time and sniffed everything first, and you just...
Also, I already rolled, and that's a 22.
Oh my god!
If there's one thing that he can trash, it's a receptionist desk.
So your hulking form of a dog, you just pummel this desk, which is, although it looks like really classy marble, it's actually just painted plywood. And so with your force, you're able to just rip it apart. And Mary is like just shaking, standing back. You break this desk in two, you throw the computer across the floor, and the desk underneath has several plugs into the ground with connections for the printer, the copier, the phone, the Wi-Fi router, and you knock her books off the desk, and Mary's just kind of standing there going, what was that about? And the officer says, "Sir, please restrain yourself."
Where specifically was that pink glittery smoke going? If it was under the desk, where specifically did we track that down to? And did it smell like anything?
Ooh. Roll restoration first.
That is a 4.
Cool. The pink stuff went under the desk. And roll smelly smell.
I can
Roll
smell.
the sniff.
That is a 13.
Roll to sniff. Yes, thank you. I would like to roll to sniff, please.
And it truly smells like the magic of the fates, possibly the only thing powerful enough to take away immortality.
Is there anything under the desk that also smells like the magic of the fates?
Now that the pink has dissipated, the router smells like it.
I would like to smash the router.
Roll destruction, please.
23.
Yeah.
You've been rolling wrong this whole time. That's really all that I'm hearing right now.
As you smash the router to pieces, all of the smart technology in the room kind of blips off. The music stops playing. The diffusers stop going, and you hear the phone call of your master. Do you answer?
Yes.
Because he's a good boy.
Cerberus, I've been trying to reach you. What's going on?
Well, it's a long story.
Well, tell me when you and Persephone report back. She's all right.
Last I checked.
Just looking at her right now.
Good. Well, good work then. Yeah.
Cerberus's tail will start wagging.
And you hear the rattling of chains as your master disconnects. You look over, Hebe, and in front of you, your brother starts to glow. And Hermes's little wings start to flutter again.
Hebe slaps Apollo.
Nice try. That's not gonna work anymore.
Yeah, I know. That's why I did it now. And she'll go over to probably dash across the room over to Eric, because I am assuming that that Cerberus had sort of told everyone that the mortals will totally be okay if we fix everything.
That is a no. So, he did not say that.
Okay, well, Hebe will run over anyway and will be like, what did you do? It worked. Whatever you did, it worked. She's looking in the general direction of the other three.
We broke the things.
Did they break through the door because it's locked?
The manager has a spare.
Okay, good.
It must have been awfully disconcerting waking up under a bed.
Actually, I know. That was why Hebe suddenly, but I was like, if she doesn't know that's going to happen. Oh no, Hebe sees the cook going in towards the kitchen and it's like, Dad, you have to fix the sushi. Dad. She's like doing like the he doesn't have any sleeves. She's tugging on his arm. Dad, you can fix it.
If you must. And he snaps his fingers. No more poison. And Aphrodite comes out and stretches and says, that was fun.
Thanks, Heidi.
Battleship.
She'll go Aphrodite and after chalice of ambrosia because cupbearer can call the cups again.
And you see the photographer flitting around, and the photographer goes up to Cerberus. And he whispers and says, "This is going to be awkward, but I know well, I know about the car crash tonight. So I guess I'll see you later, but I'm gonna enjoy the time I have left tonight, if that's all right with you."
All three heads nod in unison.
Well, thanks for the ride, buddy. And the photographer will go back to taking pictures.
And then he eats the sushi anyway.
Okay.
He chooses his own fate.
Hebe will go over to Hera and Zeus, and she will grab one of each of their hands in hers and go, now what do you guys really want? I'm the baby gotta love me face.
As you look, you notice that Hera is kind of clinging onto Zeus's arm, and Zeus has his arm wrapped around her, and like, well, I guess we could continue trying to kill each other for eternity. And Hera says, well, things never get boring, do they? And you get the feeling that in their own way, perhaps they've worked things out.
You can't see it. I'm nodding.
Cerberus will take his gift back from the table. And he walks over to the corner and starts chewing on it.
Did anyone expect any less from him?
If anyone's curious, it is a solid gold chewing bone.
So
We were curious.
Hebe will nod at the two of them and kind of squeeze their free hands that they had, and then she will let go and gesture and pull out their respective chalices full of ambrosia, and she will say that my gift to you is the eternal youth which to kill each other, I guess, and she'll hand them the ambrosia.
Oh, thank you, darling. How considerate.
Only the best for you.
I guess.
And Ares, I do thank you for your excellent utilization of your gift.
Did you just say excellent?
Maybe.
The excellent use of my gift.
It's like if Gimli could just have smashed the ring at the beginning of Fellowship, and then the rest of the movie would never have needed to happen.
Yeah.
Just smash it.
Well, that axe was a cut above the rest.
Yes.
Oh, we gotta end with some puns. Ew.
We haven't gotten too many of those since, so.
No. I'm
And the
surprised.
manager and the chef were traumatized for life. Not to mention the receptionist.
Poor receptionist.
No, I'm
Why
pretty
was
sure
such high
God
turnover at
powers.
this hotel.
I very seriously considered being Nimazine, but being a very forgetful Nimazine. So that would have been great for the after. Just being like, no, you don't remember anything. It's fine.
Nope.
Don't worry about it.
Oh, everything's fine.
And
Well-
they all lived dastardly ever after.
Dastardly
Oh.
ever after. Well, with that, that is indeed Lovesick.
Yay! Cue the outro music. Do 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 do.
Why is I Dream of Genie?
I don't know. I don't know. You couldn't see me dancing either. It was definitely Hebe dancing.
Why? Why?
Why not?
You know, that is a perfectly good question.
Reasonable answer. Reasonable answer.
I am very impressed at how well behaved this Greek mythology group was.
Considering that Hebe nearly started an orgy, I don't know about that. Like, I was impressed that we got
Nearly
that
isn't good
far.
enough.
I was impressed we got that far without doing anything obscene. We were trying to be on our best behavior
We
for
had
the
Dionysus, and we didn't
Yeah.
even have a single bacchanal.
I mean,
No.
there was a lot of drinking that occurred.
Yeah. I mean, I was kind of mentally hyping myself up to fight some cops, but
Go, just punch him. Just do
Smash
it.
like,
the
just
ambulance
punch
anyway.
who cares
I
if
got
I get
all of them.
shot?
Punch them. They're mortals. Nobody cares.
Oh.
I'm mortal, so what? I can still fight.
Yeah.
That's just gonna make the
Absolutely.
fight better. I'll feel the pain.
You'll actually feel the pain, right? War. What a wizard good for punching all the mortals.
I can feel pain now.
Now I know how much it hurts when you.
Yeah.
Thank
Well,
you
thank
for
you guys
running
for
it.
playing much
Yeah.
later than anticipated.
Hey, that was less than an hour over. Like, that's much better than the Monster Carnival win. I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah,
It's just
getting better at this.
Our track record with your one shots. Yeah, we're getting better at this. Like, you know.
It's fabulous. Well,
This is before
Eventually, we'll
midnight.
just like solve them before they even start.
Oh,
yes.
no.
Like by the time we get to like the 7th one, we'll just walk into the intro scene and just be like, "That guy did it."
I was low key expecting Norse gods. Anybody know? Okay,
would you like to know what
That was
involved
Thorable.
Thor? That was Thorable.
that was pretty bad.
Oh,
I mean, you know.
if you wanted to talk to Mary and get to know her, she would have loved to tell you that her favorite part about Thor was the explanation that Thor gave about magic and technology actually being the same thing, and that somehow, unexpectedly, magic and technology can converge. So I don't know if that information would have been helpful or not.
Yeah, I don't know. It could have been. I mean,
a little sooner, but you know,
magic is just technology that we don't understand. That's all magic is. Like, you know, super advanced technology.
Super advanced. Well, I will go ahead and call it and say that is all for tonight to our fabulous Twitch audience. Thank you so much for tuning in. And we hope to see you back next week, same time, for a wonderful dungeon crawl spectacular. What is it?
Darkest dungeon.
Darkest dungeon. Yes, I'm like, y'all are.
Dungeon Crawl Spectacular. Isn't that just our normal campaigns?
Yes.
No, it's got spectacular on the end. This one
Our
is
normal ones are just Dungeon Crawl Fabulouses, right?
Yeah,
These are the
yeah.
spectacular.
This is a step above.
Right.
Yeah.
Got it.
It's got extra special effects.
I did the maps for him, so.
Ooh, yes, Danielle did the map. So you already know that's going to be a visual treat, as well as getting to hear from spectacular characters who will be playing different characters throughout the night because they're going to die.
Yep. That's the thing. Fully come into this. Do not get attached to any character in that game.
Die.
That's the whole point.
This is Billy Bob Jr. He's come to avenge his father.
Right, yeah. I've come to avenge my father. I love that meme. I've come to avenge my father. Children are the best sometimes. They come up with the greatest ideas.
Precisely. So we'll make a Facebook event and check it out. We'll put this up on YouTube so you can enjoy the hilarity again or for the first time. If you like what we're doing and want to support the show, you can see some Venmo and PayPal links at the description of our YouTube video. And with that, have a good night, everyone. Wash your hands and stay safe out there.
Bye. 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 Bye.
Bye. All the byes.
Bye. We're just waiting for you to shut off the screen.
I know, it's going to be great.
I'm waving, but I realize that we're not on video.
Bye. I'm waving both hands. Bye.
Thank you.
Everybody just keep saying